Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And welcome into game number 5 of the NBA Finals. Will this be the night tonight that the Boston Celtics raise banner number 18 in the TD Garden? Celtics looking for a short-term memory tonight from Friday night's loss. Looking to bounce back in a big away tonight, wrap up this series in 5. This game's taking place at the TD Garden, home of the Boston Celtics, and the Celtics looking to make history tonight for a franchise record and NBA franchise record 18th championship, which would set them at the top of the mountain in the NBA for franchises for most championships in NBA history. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well tonight. The Celtics come in right now as a 6.5 point favorite on the line tonight for this game. Great news for Boston as well. Kristaps Porzingis, he entered this game questionable. He will be good to go tonight for Porzingis, as it was announced around a half an hour ago that he is available. No minutes restriction for Porzingis. He played in games 1 and 2, and he is looking to see if he can continue to change everything in this series. A plus 25 on the floor and 44 minutes by Porzingis, altering shots, his rim protection, blocking shots, spacing the floor, shooting over smaller defenders for Porzingis, and he will be back tonight for KP, available for this matchup. Celtics 15-3 in the playoffs right now, just one win away from their 18th championship in franchise history. And for Boston, June 17th, 16 years ago, was the day that the Celtics won their last championship in Boston back in that was in 2008. That was banner number 17 for the Celtics, their last championship 16 years ago on this date, 6/17, June 17th, 2008. 16 years later, on the 17th of June, the Celtics with an opportunity to win banner 18. 16, 17, 18 in a row, looking to do it tonight, 16 years later, after the last championship, 17th of June, and banner 18. Well, that fits the trio tonight here. 1, 2, 3, right in order. We'll find out. So we're going to tip off in around 32 minutes from now. Thanks so much, y'all, for joining in on the pregame tonight here. Richie, Warren, Daniel, Gabriel, Angel, Fatino, welcome to the stream, everybody, today. Yeah, Red Sox playing really well recently. They took 2 out of 3 over the weekend against the Yankees. Celtics come in 15-3 in the playoffs, just 1 win away for winning their 18th title. 8-2 at home. Their 2 home losses came against the Heat in Game 2, against the Cavs in Game 2. Both of those losses by double digits. They got destroyed the last game on Friday. They had a chance for a sweep. They did not show up in that game. Dallas won at home 122-84 on Friday. The more desperate team for Dallas. And Dallas really just took it to the Celtics during the last game with a major wake-up call for Boston. But if there's a key here for Boston, they are perfect so far following a loss in the playoffs. They are 2-0 after a playoff loss for the Celtics. They're 14-4 in the regular season following a playoff loss. 9 out of the 14 wins after a loss in the regular season were by double digits for the Celtics. So they provided dominant victories after they lost those games. They've won 5 straight home games. The last time that the Celtics had lost a game at home, that was over a month ago. May the 9th, Game 2 against Cleveland. Whereas on the other side, Dallas for this matchup, 13-8 in the playoffs, and they are 6-4 on the road. What's good, Jimmy in the street? Welcome in. My prediction for this one, I like the Celtics by 4 in this game. I do like Dallas to cover right now. Boston's a 6.5-point favorite, but I do like the Celtics to win this game by 4. My prediction is 116-102 for today's matchup here. Last game, that was not the Celtics' usual self. I've seen that a couple times this year. In January against the Clippers, that was their worst performance until what happened on Friday night. That was rough for Boston. The game was over in the first quarter. Dallas won in a landslide by 38 points, 122-84 to final. That was the third biggest win margin by a single team in NBA Finals history for Dallas, what they did to Boston on Friday night. And Dallas played the absolutely perfect game that they needed to play for the Mavs. They played the perfect game, shot the ball 40.5% from 3, 15 for 37 from the perimeter. They've been struggling all throughout the course of this series with perimeter shots. They made their shots from downtown multiple times, 15 made threes on Friday. Also, they got whatever they wanted inside the paint, over 60 points in the paint for Dallas during the last game as Dallas shredded Boston inside the paint. We'll go over those numbers in a little bit from now in that matchup, but yeah, they were really struggling to play defense, especially inside the paint for the Celtics defense during the last game. Those 84 points happen to be the lowest scoring total for Boston this year since 2021. That was the fewest amount of points, and then 122 points allowed was tied for 10th worst this year. Just their worst game this year by far for the Celtics, and the Mavs played one of their best for them. Vince in the stream, Mr. Smiley, Rudy, welcome in. Charlisa, thanks for joining in, everybody, tonight here on the channel. Isaac, welcome in. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like in this one here, Celtics or Mavs, and we get the poll a little bit differently tonight here. I put the poll in a 4-part poll, so vote for which one you think is what you think's going to happen there. How will the rest of the series go? And right now, Celtics in 5 is dominant. Right now, this is the one for Boston. You cannot give Dallas any more signs of life in this series. Celtics in 5, Celtics in 6, Celtics in 7, or Mavs in 7. So Celtics in 5 right now, leading that poll. Mavs in 7, trying to rally close behind right now. But this may be the night for Boston. What a week it would be to start off this week if the Celtics do take this one tonight. Yeah, that's a great... I didn't even make that connection right there. Rudy in the stream, the 617 on 617. That is right. So the Boston area code right there in the 617. I'm actually from the 508. My girlfriend's in the 617, but I'm just south of Boston, so I'm in the 508, very close to the 401. But yep, 617 here today. I can't believe that because I was scrolling through a lot of the stuff, and that's the first time I actually saw that. But yeah, that totally made a connection right there. Also, we're on so we're on June 17th, and it's been 16 years to the day, back in 2008, that the Celtics last won the championship. And in the pregame, in the first 2 minutes of the stream, I had said Boston 16 years later, on the 17th of June, looking for banner 18, as there's 16, 17, and then 18 right in order for this one here for Boston. But yeah, looking to have a huge bounce-back performance. They have done that all throughout the course of this year. They've talked about bouncing back and responding after a bad loss for the Celtics, and just got to get back to playing defense. The defense was horrific, allowed 122 points in the last game. They came out flat. Drew Holiday, through the first 3 games, he was the top plus on the floor, and then all of a sudden, he turned over the ball 5 times. He was a minus 38. I don't think that's going to happen tonight in this game for Drew Holiday. I think he bounces back in a big way. Tatum was a minus 33 on the floor for JT. Jaylen Brown struggled with his efficiency, and he's been the tone setter in this playoffs. 14 out of 18 games, shooting the ball 50% plus from the floor for Jaylen Brown. If he's attacking early on, having a great game, then the Celtics are going to take this one tonight. And it'll be a great sign to see as well. If Derek White can find his shot tonight, if he's making threes early, then that's huge. But they get some really good signs entering tonight's game here. Porzingis available to play in this matchup for Porzingis. No minutes restriction according to Joe Mazzulla. We were not sure if Porzingis will be playing tonight as he was coming in questionable, but he is available tonight, not on a minutes restriction. That is huge. Completely changes everything for Boston. Crazy stat here about this is that the Celtics, they're up in the series 3-1. It doesn't matter how many points the other team scores or has more of a plus point margin than you. What matters is that you win the championship in the first game to win the series. The Celtics with a 3-1 series lead, they've been outscored -6 in this series to Dallas. Dallas is a +6 in the points column compared to Boston, 408 to 402, but the Celtics are up in the series 3-1, and that's because of a 38-point loss, one bad game, and that's the reason why Dallas has been able to fly back in the points column and beat a plus in the points column. But there's been 12 times that a champion has been outscored by their opponent in NBA Finals history, which is a crazy stat there. I looked that up yesterday over on Quora, on a Quora forum, and 12 times the NBA champion in the entire series has been outscored by their opponent and has negative points for the champion, but has won the series, and the first one to win 4 games in that NBA Finals series. Rye Dog, welcome back in, man. This could be the night tonight here. Michael, glad to have you back on the stream for this one here. Could potentially be history-making nights, as it is take 2 here on Monday night. This time, the go-around will be in Boston. Didn't work so well out in Dallas on the Friday nights. Good signs, though, going into this matchup for the Celtics. They're going to come out, going to play with grit, physicality, hustle. They need to be much better in the glass. It's about rebounding tonight for them, and also defense. They played their worst game possible all this year in the last game. Dallas played one of their best. Tonight, something's going to have to give, and Kyrie has been really struggling in this type of environment, averaging 14 points per game through 2 games on the road at the TD Garden so far. He's been struggling in road games all throughout the course of this playoffs this year, but crazy stat about this is that Dallas dominated Boston by 38 in the last game. Luka and Kyrie combined to shoot the ball 1 for 16 from 3-point range in that last game, but they were super efficient from 2. The Celtics lacked some severe paint defense, and Porzingis is available tonight and not on a minutes restriction. That should change that entirely today. Knock on wood for a healthy Porzingis. If he's back where he was in Game 1 and Game 2 when he was playing before the injury, then Celtics are going to take this one tonight. If he can get back to that Game 1 4 where he was just protecting the rim, making everything so difficult down low for Dallas to get shots and denying the Mavs a couple times down low. But I would be shocked tonight to see guys like Tim Hardaway Jr., Dante Exum, if those guys are going off in this game right here. I would be shocked upon that. And Dallas, for them to win, they would need A, B, and C to all go well. And that includes production out of the role players, Luka and Kyrie, both to have elite games. Kyrie has struggled on the road. We'll see if he's able to bounce back for him today. But the role players have been much better for Dallas, and especially Derek Lively II. They've unlocked Lively in this playoffs, and that's a concern right here for the Celtics, is that how they've been able to unlock Lively as the lob threat over the top. He's been massive on the rebounds and the glass, and just the Celtics have to limit that tonight if they want to close out this series. And going up against the rookie, gonna make them just be able to box out better on the glass and come up with rebounds. Jason Tatum's been struggling lately to rebound the basketball. He was excellent early on in the series. Lively in Game 1 and Game 2, he was a non-factor, and all of a sudden he just rises here in Game 3 and Game 4. So all depends on how this one goes, especially on the glass. The Celtics have got shredded on the glass, 52-31 the last game. Lively had 12 rebounds, 7 of those offensive rebounds. And also, Boston needs to space the floor. I mean, there was zero spacing on the floor during the last game. Everything was tough shots after tough shots, turnovers, struggling to space, paint defense, which I mentioned was rough, and 60-26 points in the paint. That was happening when they took advantage of that when Porzingis was not out there. And now if Porzingis is back to his usual self tonight, then that could get a little bit tough right there. Marcos, thanks for joining in. Alex, welcome in. Still not done here, Marcos, so Celtics haven't won Banner 18 just yet, but feel free to congratulate me when the Celtics, if they do win. I'll say if there because it's still up for grabs. You have to play all these games. It's not given to you. You got to go out there and earn it. That's what the Celtics are going to look to see if they can do tonight, because they cannot afford to come out flat and give Dallas any more signs of hope, because if Dallas wins this game, it's going back to Dallas for game number 6, and potentially this could be stretched to 7 there as if they give them all the hope in the world after this one. Brody, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. This game will tip off at around 8:35 p.m. approximately. We are 20 minutes away right now from tip-off, so actually around 8:37 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll be tipping off in 20 minutes even from now to the start of this game. Angel, welcome in. Ryan, Vegas, glad to have you guys back on the board. And yeah, hopefully the Knights tonight here for this one. Banner number 18. Mr. Top's going to be showing up a little bit later tonight. My Turtle Spike, he's on his rock right now. He is pumped up with his head out of his shell, getting ready to watch this game with under 20 minutes left to go. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. And thanks all for joining in. Thanks for all being patient here, waiting for this game to start. But there's a lot of things that I just do not see happening once again tonight for the Celtics. They played their worst game on Friday. I do not see Drew Holiday turning over the basketball 5 times tonight. I do not see Drew Holiday being a minus 38. He had a rough game on Friday. He was the best top plus through the first 3 games on the floor, and all of a sudden he played his worst game of his Celtics career in that game on Friday. So I expect him, as a former champion 3 years ago from Milwaukee, to bounce back and know what the stakes are in this game today. Same as Jaylen Brown. He had just 10 points. Usually for him, he's the tone setter. Shot just 3 for 12 from the floor. 14 out of 18 games in this playoffs, he has had 50% plus shooting. I expect him to bounce back. Tatum had 15 in the last game. But I expect him to be much, much better, and both of the Jays to be much, much better in this game as well. Whereas Luka had 29 in 33 minutes, Kyrie had 21. Those two guys could go off in this matchup, but question mark here for Dallas if they're going to be able to generate enough offense with the role players as well in a hostile environment today. Plus, how is Kyrie a third time going to handle this hostile environment against this former team in Boston? He struggled twice. And that's another question going into this game, is how he's going to be able to, because he has struggled severely with efficiency, especially from 3. Struggled from 3, but also against the Celtics here through 2 games at the TD Garden, he's averaging 14 points per game. Yeah, so 617, the Boston area code. Celtics last won the championship back on June 17th, 2008. That was 16 years ago on the 17th of June. And 16 years ago on the 17th of June today, tracing banner number 18. So 16, 17, 18 all in line for this game. If there's one key here, because I talked about it a little bit in the last game, a little bit of foreshadowing back 2 years ago when Golden State won the championship. Golden State, I remember streaming that game. They were without Steve Kerr that game as a head coach for some reason, so they had their assistant coach that game. They got shredded against Memphis. Golden State lost 134-95. That was in the Western Conference semifinals matchup game against Memphis from 2 years ago. Golden State was down as many by 55 points. And they bounced back the next game. They closed out the series against Memphis after everybody was like, wow, that was a horrific Golden State performance. They were down by 55 points. I don't know how you can bounce back after this. And then they won the next game to close out the series against Memphis. And then after that, they were able to win the Western Conference Finals. They beat the Mavs that year, 2 years ago, in the Western Conference Finals. Then they beat the Celtics in the NBA Finals in 6. So Golden State got shredded by 55 points. Boston was trailing as many by 49. You just got to find a way to bounce back. That 38-point loss was the 3rd worst loss in NBA Finals history that any team has had. The 3rd biggest win in NBA Finals history. That was behind the Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls, which won 96-54 against the Utah Jazz in the 1998 NBA Finals. The Celtics, this was a closeout game. When they won the championship last time in Game 6 in 2008 against the Lakers, the Celtics won by 39. That's the second highest win margin ever in an NBA Finals game in NBA Finals history. The Celtics won 131-92 in the 2008 championship game-clinching win in Game 6 of the TD Garden. And then on Friday, the Mavs beat the Celtics 122-84. Crazy stat about that is that the next day, the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs had a closeout game on Saturday. The Edmonton Oilers beat the Florida Panthers on Saturday in the NHL 8-1 in a closeout game for Florida. That was the second largest margin of victory in an NHL hockey game behind the Pittsburgh Penguins over the Minnesota North Stars back in 1991. The final score is 8-0 in the NHL. What's good, everybody? Jeffrey, Ride Dog, Alan, Andre in the stream. Welcome aboard tonight. Juan, thanks for joining in. Out from TNT here for Andre. Welcome back in. If you guys are new, we got almost 150 plus. Make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, as we'll be tipping off in around under 15 minutes from now here for this one. Main crew chief official tonight for this game will be Zach Zarba. Celtics with some good history this year with Zarba officiating on the floor. Boston with a 9-1 record with Zach Zarba. Dallas with a 5-5 record with Zach Zarba this season, as the Celtics, they had Game 4 into the hands of who is nicknamed the Extender. So, unfortunately for Boston, they got Scott Foster during the last game. The home team has won over 60% of the games with Scott Foster, whereas the road team has lost under 40% of the games, or the home team has won under 40% of the games with Scott Foster. And yeah, they just got the Extender for the last game. I don't like to really talk about too much about the referees here, because you still got to come out and play the game, because Boston, either way, blame the refs or not, they still were going to get shredded during the last game because they just came out and played poorly. But got to be much better today in this game, and this could very well come down to a close matchup in the end. I get a feeling it will be here, so this could very well come down to a close matchup in the end. But I like their chances tonight, because the Celtics in this year, bouncing back, it's been so key for Boston, what they've done this year. They haven't lost a game at home in over a month. That was May the 9th against Cleveland in Game 2 against the Cavs. They've always bounced back after a loss in the playoffs. They've gone 2-0 in playoff losses following the loss against Miami and Cleveland. And all the playoff losses, they bounce back by double digits. So a lot of stuff I like here for the Celtics tonight. They're 14-4 following a loss in the regular season. 9 out of those 14 games, they bounce back and won by double digits. And their longest losing streak's only twice. So they haven't lost 2 games straight in the playoffs. Longest losing streak, 2 straight games this season, most 4 times, which happened on November 6th, November 8th against Minnesota and Philly, March 5th and March 7th against Cleveland and Denver, March 25 and March 28th, both against the Hawks, and then April 9th and April 11th against Milwaukee and New York. That's the 4 times that they went on a 2-game losing streak. I went back in the database to see the last time that the Celtics have lost 4. By the way, the Celtics have not lost 3 straight games either, so I'm just going to focus on Game 5 here, but if for some reason there is a Game 6, that'll be in the column for Game 6 as well, as that the storylines will be that the Celtics have yet to lose 3 straight games in a row. The last time that they lost 3 straight games was when they trailed 0-3 against Miami, and then the last time that they lost 4 straight games, you have to go back to when Tremont Waters was the starting point guard in place of Kemba Walker. Late stretch of the season, and they had players like Tristan Thompson and Jabari Parker on the floor. That was 3 years ago, back in 2021, the last time that the Celtics lost 4 straight games in a row. That's a long time right now, and that would be very hard to accomplish for the Dallas Mavericks to win 4 straight games in a row against the Celtics team that hasn't lost 4 straight games in a row since May 2021. And they got rid of a lot of those guys who were on that team. Shemi Ojeleye was on that team. A lot of those guys aren't even playing in the league right now. Taco was on that team. Carson Edwards and Evan Fournier, he was a starter on that team back in 2021. That's when they were a 7 seed and lost in 5 the first round against Brooklyn. What's good? The only God on earth in the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, hoping to see if KP can definitely make an impact tonight. Really hope that he can. So I feel like they were hiding something from Dallas, which is a key strategy for Boston, because for Dallas now you're scrambling. Like, how in the world do you defend Porzingis and how do you play against Porzingis? That's the question for Dallas tonight. If Porzingis is out there and healthy and moving like he was in game number 1, then how in the world do you adjust to that? Because the first game the Celtics crushed Dallas, and Dallas had no answer for Porzingis in game 1 whenever he was out there. I mean, this is just, you probably didn't prep if you're Dallas and Jason Kidd for Porzingis to be out there or so, because you saw that he's questionable, you saw that he did not play in the last game, and heard that the reports that he would only be used in necessary situations, and that's because the Celtics are up 3-0. No need to rush. Still got a lot of time left to go in the series, and now you bring back Porzingis and looking to see if he can change everything tonight. What's good, Benny in the stream? Welcome back in, man. Hopefully tonight's the night here, brother. Hope all went well with your trip up to Maine this weekend, and glad to have you back in the stream here, brother. We're going to tip off in around 10 minutes from now, so getting very close to tipping off here in this matchup tonight. This could be the night. They've done it so many times this season where they've been able to bounce back and got to space the floor tonight in this matchup. Play defense with Porzingis. If he's back, if he's healthy, definitely going to bring a force to the interior, because Dallas with Derek Lively, he's been just rim running, going for lobs over the top. He's had his way, and they need a defensive rebound and be much better on the glass tonight for Boston. They got pummeled. Yeah, they got shredded on the glass. They gave up 13 offensive rebounds. They were minus 21 in the glass. They've actually been minus in the last 3 games in the glass, but they won games 2 and 3 because of their defense, and that Dallas wasn't able to adjust over with a continuous ISO ball that they've been playing. Still, that's what Dallas is going to do. Dallas cranked out only 21 assists with 122 points. I would have expected their assist number to be around like 30 to 35 for assists. So they're still going a lot into the ISO for them, going into shot making, where they had 21 assists during the last game. Celtics, they were only minus 3 in that category at 18. It's just nobody could put the ball into the hoop. Tonight, back in your home floor, I bet you're going to have hot hands in this matchup. I don't think it goes on for another game where you have the whole team cold and just cold, very, very streaky and missing shots all over. I'd be shocked if that happens once again here. Pringle, what's good? Tori, Gray, welcome to the stream. Thanks all for joining in tonight, being a part of the channel. Celtics come in as a 6.5 point favorite. Porzingis, good to go tonight as he is available coming off the bench for the Celtics. Nobody is out tonight for this game. Everybody is available. Jrue Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, starting 5 for Boston, going up against Luka, Kyrie, Derrick Jones Jr., PJ Washington, and Daniel Gafford for the Dallas Mavericks. So yeah, I'm really not concerned just yet. My concern level about the Celtics myself is probably like 5%. If they allow Dallas to take this game, it goes up to around 20%. And if they allow Dallas to take games 6, then it definitely goes up to like a 60% or so. But no team in the history of the NBA has ever done it before. 0-156, and teams down 0-3, trailing down, trying to come back. So Porzingis is good to go. Joe Mazzulla said that there will not be a minutes restriction for Porzingis in Game 5. Yeah, if Luka's committing to his poor fouls, having bad decision making tonight, then it's gonna be over. Luka's been a plus in this series for him, but whenever he's been on the bench, Dallas has really struggled. Yeah, things going pretty well, Jeffrey. Oh man, sorry to hear about that. My thoughts and prayers out to one of your friends there at the Knights in Columbus, to his family. So sorry about the passing there, your friend at the Knights of Columbus. Yeah, so I wouldn't say dynasty just yet. They they still need to win tonight, but I think they got a good chance in the future. The thing that could be different is the new CBA, which I think it's gonna alter like the entire payroll of like the salary cap for NBA teams, which the Celtics I believe will be way over the salary because they're gonna be paying Brown, and they're already paying Brown a ton, highest paid contract in the league, and then Jason Tatum is gonna get paid a ton. That's the only thing I think. Just the front court for them in the future. That's where they're probably gonna look to the draft first. I would love to see Zach Edey on the Celtics. Just got incredible work ethic, just an absolute monster for the National Player of the Year, and everybody just doubts him for Zach Edey, and he always like finds a way to just be able to prove it against the doubters for him. So that's what they're going to need for the future, because Porzingis, he's injury prone, and then Horford, he's at 38 years old right now. If the Celtics win tonight, honestly, I would not be shocked to see Al Horford retire as a champion there if the Celtics win this ring tonight for Horford. So this might be it for him, depending on if he wants to play in the future. But that would be what a way that would be to close out there if Horford closes out with a ring tonight. An incredible way for him to close out. So yeah, their main need in the offseason is going to be like a center in the future, like a backup big man. Hey, that sounds good there for Michael. Yeah, I had tea a couple nights ago of that flavor. Ice cold Pepsi, the only God on earth has right now. James, what's good? Welcome back in here. Almost 300 in the chat. Let's go, everybody. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Mr. Tops is ready. He thinks the Celtics are going to take this one in 5. I put out a picture of Mr. Tops on the community tab earlier today. Yep, definitely going to be a stressful one. I think so too. My prediction, I get the Celtics and Celtics by 4 to win this game today. 106-102. I heard about that, Harry. Yeah, I remember when everybody was talking about that. We're gonna tip off in around 3 minutes from now. Everybody is healthy tonight for this game. Boston, that was a rough game. They need short memory after the last game, and looking to be like themselves. What they did this season: 64-18, 15-3 in the playoffs. Not like the 21 losses that they've had this year. This is looking to be a W for Boston. The 16th W looking for in this NBA playoffs. Joe on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Mandel, welcome on board. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win tonight here. Celtics or Mavs right now. Celtics in 5. Dominating the poll, 56%. Celtics in 6, only 9%. Celtics in 7, 6%. And then Mavs in 7, coming in from behind. Second top choice right now at 29%. I think we're going to learn a lot about the Celtics here and how this game will go in the first couple minutes. If they come out setting the tone, if Jaylen Brown goes out, plays downhill, starts to attack, sets the tone, so as Tatum looking to see if he can get to the rim instead of settling for contested threes around the perimeter. And then Derek White, I think he's the key tonight. I think he goes up over his player prop total, which is 15.5 points. I believe he goes over for Derek White. He's been drilling threes recently for Derek White. If he's finding his stroke early, because usually his threes are made late in games, but if Derek White is hitting his shots early and often, then it's going to be a really good sign tonight for the Celtics here. Yeah, she's doing pretty good, Charlisa. I went on Saturday to see her play, so she was in a playwright festival this weekend, so I went and saw it. It was pretty cool. Yeah, nice area that we went to. I'd never been there before. It was out in Devens, Mass. So it was towards like north central Massachusetts, where it was really, really nice area. (6/17, 2024). In the 6-1-7 of Boston, the Celtics looking to do this tonight for banner 18. 16 years to the day that they won the championship last in 2008. 16 years ago on the 17th of June, looking for banner number 18. NBA Finals, game number 5 at the TD Garden, about to begin in a matter of moments. Thanks all for your patience tonight. Long awaited for Boston. Looking to see if this will be the night tonight. Starting lineups look like this tonight. Dallas Mavericks, white jerseys, dark blue numbers, dark blue letters. Derrick Jones Jr., Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford. The starting 5 for the visiting Dallas Mavericks. The Celtics with the green jerseys, white numbers, white letters. Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White, and Al Horford the starting 5 for Boston. The Celtics come in as a 6.5 point favorite on the line. Happy Father's Day to Jason Tatum with his son Deuce yesterday celebrating Father's Day. The Celtics looking to make history for a franchise record and NBA franchise most banner 18. Horford and Gafford about to go up for the tip here at midcourt in a fully packed, jam-packed TD Garden. Average ticket price of over $1,200 for this matchup here as we are underway. Right to left on the floor, Boston controls the opening tip. Game number 5 of the series, Celtics with it first. White at the left wing perimeter, dribbles towards his right, slides over to Tatum, top of the key. Tatum, bounce pass off the roll down. Holiday floats to the shot. Holiday bounces in. It's good for 2 by Drew. Drew Holiday, the tone setter. He was a minus 38, worst minus in an NBA Finals game for the Celtics as Luka, almost a botched possession down the far side. Bad start for Dallas right there as they almost turned it over. Luka, step back 3 in the air, looking to redeem himself this possession. Around the rim and out. That rim's hating Dallas right from the start. Rebound control by Boston. Possession number 2 for the Celtics. Brown, left baseline dribble. We get a quick foul picked up, charge to Luka. So Luka picks up a personal foul 44 seconds into the game, reaching, defending Jaylen Brown in the baseline dribble. Uncle Pizzle, what's good? Welcome on the stream here from London. Thanks for joining in, brother. That's 1 charge to Luka to begin this game. We'll have to keep the foul counts if things are getting out of whack here in this one. As Brown swings it outside. Horford at the right wing. Out to Brown, top of the key. Celtics playing with intensity, passion, emotion, looking to continue it right here. Brown jacks up the 3 straight away off the back rim, no good. Rebound control by Luka. Tough shot for Jaylen down a wound down shot clock. Luka out of the pack, ball got stolen right from behind. Derek White comes out with a steal. Celtics bringing the energy in their home floor. Brown bounce pass over to Tatum. Tatum at the elbow, backs his way. Tatum at the low block, puts it up, no good. Tipped up, tipped out of bounds. It goes off of Kyrie. It will stay Boston ball. Joe, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Celtics up 2-0. Looking to capitalize off this inbound right now. Tatum underneath the hoop, the inbound passer. Tatum outside to the corner. Brown takes the 3 off the back rim, no good. Tipped by Holiday. And we get an over-the-back foul here. Charge to the Celtics. That's going to be on Holiday as first. So Drew Holiday picks up the first personal foul for the Celtics tonight in the over-the-back, trying to come up for the rebound. Kevin, welcome in. Thanks for joining in from Blue Hill, Maine. Top of the key here with Kyrie. Kyrie's only averaging 14 points per game in the first 2 games of the TD Garden against his former team. Kyrie at the top, elevates for the 3, off the back rim, no good. Horford collects the defensive rebound. Celtics with the ball. Boston by 2, looking to add to it. Holiday works his way on Gafford. Hand off Brown. Attacks the paint on Gafford. Brown, follow away. Tough shot over Gafford. Off the back rim, no good. And the rebound controlled by Washington. Another tough shot going for a mid-range jumper. It's been a defensive battle so far. Dallas with the ball. First 2 minutes of action. Luka. Top of the key guarded by Horford. Luka, step back 3 over Horford. Off the rim, no good. Tatum secures the defensive rebound. Great start for the Celtics in the rebound column. That's what they needed to do to become better. White, outside to the wing, off the Brown. On top, Tatum. Tatum accelerates. Swings it outside over to Holiday. Holiday drives out Luka. Holiday back out to the wing of the perimeter. Hand off to Tatum. Defensive battle so far. The pass over to Holiday. Floats up the runner. And he scores up and through. It's good for 2 by Drew Holiday. 4-zip for Boston right now. Drew Holiday with all the 4 points on the board. Dallas with the ball. Gafford, hand off to Washington. Washington at the left wing perimeter, working on White. Lobs it down low off to Gafford. Gafford underneath double team. Gets it away out to the top. Luka for the shot clock. Has to launch here. Luka outside over to Jones with a 3. Off the back rim, no good. Brown out of the pack with a defensive rebound. Loose ball though. Out of bounds as White tried to track it down. Couldn't do so down the far side as it was out of bounds off White. Shockingly, no whistle there on a loose ball foul committed. Charge to Dallas as Jaylen Brown just lost it going up for the rebound. So the refs let him play on that time. Luka lobs it up over the top, and there's a throwdown with a 2-hand alley-oop jam by Derrick Jones Jr. for the Mavs. 4-2 now to score. First alley-oop here for Dallas in Game 5 of the series. At the left wing, White slides it on top over to Tatum. Tatum at the right wing, jacks up the 3. No good. That is well off the mark by Tatum and out of bounds. And that skidded off the left side of the rim and out. Roy, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Mirzo, Sheldon, JoJo on the stream. Welcome in, everybody, tonight. Defensive battle we got here. 4-2 to score. Dallas with a possession. Kyrie at the left wing, working on Tatum 101. Kyrie crossover, dribbles up inside the key, lost it, turns it over. Celtics here with the ball, up the floor, 2-on-1. White pass off to Holiday, and he scores up and off the backboard. Drew Holiday, all 6 points so far tonight. Dallas with a possession. Luka pressured in the backcourt, gets past Brown, crosses the midcourt logo. Luka drives, floats up the runner, no good. Off the back rim, a rebound secured by Horford as he gets hounded by Gafford. And Gafford, I believe, in the backcourt tied up Horford. This will be a jump ball here at the free throw circle on the Celtics side. Celtics defense making it tough for Kyrie and Luka right from the start of this game. They're straight going into iso ball mode. And nothing will work against the Celtics defense if the Celtics are focused, locked in, physical, and playing with intensity against iso ball mode. The Celtics are making it very difficult for Dallas right now. Horford and Gafford will go up for this tip on the... So this will be on the Mavs side of the floor offensively. This is in the Celtics backcourt for the free throw circle. Sherry Berry, thanks for joining back in. Hope all is going well. Horford tips it up to Tatum. Celtics out hustling Dallas in the first 4 minutes of this game right now. Boston with the ball off the tip. White hands it off to Brown. Brown almost lost the dribble. Continues though. Swings it out to the corner. Tatum up fake. Tatum out to the top here to Brown. Brown dribble drive down the lane inside. Got stripped. Lost it. No call by the referees. Goes right back over to Dallas with the ball here. At the low block, Washington fires the pass off to Luka. Luka flings it behind his back. Wide open 3. Jones bricked it off the back rim. Tipped off the gas. Missed by Gafford. And the rebound controlled here for Boston. Celtics excellent on the glass. Dallas 1 for 8 shooting the ball. Open 3. Horford. And he drills it. Bang, bang. Big Al Horford sizzles the triple. 9-2 with a timeout taken to the floor by Jason Kidd. Al Horford rips down a 3 straight away. Drew Holiday, 6 points. Horford with the last 3. Celtics up with a quick 9-2 start. First timeout of the game. Great start for Boston. Elite defense showing up here, right now to close out this series. Gonna need that for the full 48. Dallas is shooting 1 for 9 from the floor. The Celtics +1 in the glass, 5-4. 5-3 in the defensive rebounds column, forcing 2 Dallas turnovers to begin tonight. Celtics with 2 points off the fast break by Holiday. Drew Holiday coming out. Knew that he was going to bounce back after being a -38 in the last game. He was the top plus through the first 3 games in this series tonight. Drew Holiday, a former champion from 3 years ago, bounced back big time. Drew out there on the floor. 6 points for him. A perfect 3 for 3, setting the tone. And then 3 points by Horford with that last 3. Yeah, no problem. If you guys are behind, all you have to do is just hit that live tab. Make sure that the live at the bottom part of the thing is chosen, and we are right into it. 9-2. We got over 500 plus watching right now. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. And we'll see if Kristaps Porzingis checks into this game. He is available tonight for Porzingis. Not according to Joe Mazzulla, will not be in a minutes restriction for Porzingis. And great start for Boston. Just going to keep on building this up right now, because if you keep on building this up, you won't need to use Porzingis that much, which means you don't need to risk him for this game today, even though it's announced that he will be playing tonight. He's got the whole future for him in the franchise lined up right behind this season, so you're going to need him healthy going into training camp, into preseason, into the month of October for next year when you start up for Porzingis. But man, what an excellent start for the Celtics right now. Just elite level defense. So after the finals, I want to see if I can do some of the WNBA games with Caitlin Clark. So I'm hoping to do some of those. Summer League's coming up for the NBA too, so hoping to do some NBA Summer League streams. I'll be away, so I'm going away the first week of July, so I won't have any streams from July 1st through 7th since I'll be away. But in the off season, hoping to see if the channel can grow, because women's basketball with Caitlin Clark's been huge. Hoping to throw in some Caitlin Clark streams, and then NBA Summer League, and also the Olympics. If there's Olympics games, I'm not sure like the time slots just yet because it's out in France, so I'm not sure what the times will look like, but I'm hoping to cover some of the Olympic games if I'm around. I believe I should be able to cover the Olympics championship game. I think that's at like 3:30 p.m. on a Sunday for the Olympics championship game, so if it works with my schedule, hoping to cover some of the Olympics games for basketball. And then I'll probably do some special live streams too, like NFL streams when I have a chance. Definitely want to do the preseason games for the NFL, because I got to get my myself back into like covering football if I'm gonna announce football in person. So I usually do a couple of preseason games before the actual college football season begins for me, to get me back into like the football groove. Oh wow, that's awesome. So Harry's mom's traveling out to India for a couple weeks. That's awesome. A long story short in the stream. Thanks so much for the dono. Really appreciate it with a dono from a long story shorts. Yeah, I'll have to check in with my schedule, because I'm from the U.S. I'm from Massachusetts, so I'm on Boston time, Eastern time with New York. So it all depends on when those games line up, because I believe a lot of those games are going to be when I'm at work usually during the day for a lot of the Paris games. But we'll see. If it's during the time that I'm free, I would love to cover some of those Olympic games, as Luka floats up the shot over Horford, gutted to go, plus the foul. So Al Horford picks up his first personal foul tonight. Luka with a tough shot that was able to roll around the rim and go through. Derek, welcome in. Thanks for joining in from the Marshall Islands out here. Frito is good. 9-5 the score. I wish I could do content on like, because I did a couple years ago the college basketball preseason predictions. It's just a lot of changes now with the transfer portal, what we got going on. Tatum off the Holiday, outside White. White dribbles up at the elbow, took the jumper, got fouled right from behind. And Derek White will shoot 2 coming up here at the free throw line. So that foul was picked up from behind. That is charged to Kyrie on his first personal foul. First free throw, that is good by White. I'm hoping Derek White can find his stroke tonight, because if so, Celtics are going to take this game for him. If he comes out ripping 3 after 3 after 3, Boston definitely going to be helped out. First time on the floor since game number 2, Kristaps Porzingis on the floor right now for Boston. The ultimate game changer. A massive plus in this series enters the court for the first time tonight. Free throw number 2 is good by White. Celtics by 6. 11-5 for Boston. Dallas with possession. 6:40 left to go in the first. Kyrie working on Brown, edge of the midcourt logo. Kyrie is on the floor with Washington, Luka, Lively, and Josh Green. Kyrie at the left wing took the 3, rattled out, tipped up to Brown for the defensive rebound. Kyrie has been really struggling from the perimeter. Brown attacks, drives on Green on a mismatch, kiss off the glass, and he scores up and off the backboard. Good for 2 for JB. Jaylen Brown attacked the mismatch, saw that it was Green, couldn't get his feet set back in transition. Celtics by 8. Luka at the mid-block, backs his way into Holiday, swings it on top over to Green. You can live with an open 3, and he sinks it. 13-8. Celtics allowed an open 3 by a role player with Josh Green. Luckily for Dallas, he made it. Unlucky for the Celtics that time. First 3 made it a game for Dallas. Bounce pass from White off to Holiday. Holiday in a mismatch, working on Green. He's going to attack off the pivot. Holiday up and no good. Off the mark. His classic backdoor opportunity right there to layup, but couldn't finish over Green. That's a rare mistake there by Holiday, as he was not able to finish from point-blank range. Luka working on the Holiday here at the edge of the midcourt logo. Off the Green at the top. Hand off Luka. Luka bounce pass behind his back. Sets up the wide-open 3 by Green. And he swooshes another one. 13-11. Role players here with Josh Green with back-to-back 3s. Porzingis with a long contest, but couldn't get a piece of that basketball. Tatum at the top. Tatum at the left wing perimeter. Tatum. 10 on the shot clock, drives downhill to the cup. Tatum goes up, Tatum, and he got tied up with it. That is tough defense right there at the rim by the Mavs. PJ Washington ties up Tatum completely, gets all basketball. Yes, I think tonight's going to be the night here, Anastasia. This will be a jump ball between Tatum and Washington, tipped around, and Tatum tips it over to White. White with a 3, and he hits it. Derek White rattles in a triple. That's a huge sight to see for Derek White. Under 5 minutes left to go in the first here. At the right wing perimeter, it's Luka. Brings along the double team off to Washington. Outside of Green. Over to Washington. Washington open 3. Off the back rim, no good. Brown collects the defensive rebound. Big time on the glass so far today by the Celtics here. Brown outside. Tatum off fake. Gets past Lively. Swings it on top. Porzingis pops up with a 3 off the back rim, no good. Hauser able to track it down for the offensive rebound. Tatum at the left wing. That was the first shot attempt of the game by Porzingis. Tatum dribble drive inside. Tatum fall away 14-footer, no good. Around the rim and out. And a rebound tipped up to Luka. Luka battling with Porzingis in the glass. 5-point game approaching 4 minutes left to go in the first. Luka behind his back. Up fake. Washington slides it out to the left wing. Dribbling up. The floater over the top. Over to Lively. Catches it but couldn't put it up and through. Over to the outside. Luka. Free throw circle. Dump off underneath Kyrie. 3 in the shot clock. Tough. Over the top. There's a trailer with a 2-handed flush by Lively. 16-13. With a lob by Kyrie over to Lively on an angle, and the Celtics will burn a timeout. What a game to start off tonight here. So finally, after a slow start for both of these offenses, the defenses have been played in full force, but now we get the offenses going in this game. Derek Lively with a monstrous jam. Porzingis not able to seal off the runner at the rim there with Lively, and that was a sweet lob right there by Kyrie. Man, at first I thought that was a clear air ball, but that was directional lob off an angle away from the rim off to Lively, as he had the straight line opportunity there. So right now we're in a timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. And the channel is still a lot left to go in this game, but it's promising. The Celtics +4 in the glass. They've been dominated the previous 3 games by Dallas in the glass. Much better job tonight for the Celtics right now, but Dallas hanging in. Josh Green making 2 threes. Wide open, burying threes. Big production out of the role players right now with Josh Green being the key role player, and that's helped out the cause for Dallas to creep back into this game. Currently Lively with that major lob. 6 by Green, 2 by Lively, 8 points from the bench. Celtics need bench points. They have yet to get any so far. Flex, welcome in. Word Sport in the stream, welcome on board. Luka's been limited to just 3 right now. Boston's just going to keep up locking Luka and Kyrie if they want to stay out in front and win this game tonight. That is rare to see Luka and Kyrie combining for 16 minutes total and only 3 points combined on just 1 for 7 shooting combined by Luka and Kyrie right now. That's not a good sign for Dallas at the moment, that they haven't been able to channel anything from Luka and Kyrie, but you got to go figure that they will eventually, and the Celtics will have to keep on sustaining that lead for them in order to do so, and what's been a defensive first quarter so far. Yeah, definitely need a run here for Boston in their system. 6 by Holiday, set the tone early on for Drew. 5 by Derek White. That's a promising sign to make his first shot attempt in a 3. Huge if he's doing that throughout the course of the game. Jaylen Brown, usually the tone setter, struggling, just 2 points on 1 for 5 shooting. Tatum's got nothing as well, 0 for 4. So not only is Kyrie and Luka having a tough game, on the other side, Tatum and Brown even worse, just 1 for 9 right now in this game 5. So all depends out of the duos who's going to step up right now in this game. And Boston's got a tad more balance with Holiday, White, and then Horford, whereas Josh Green is leading the pack right now for Dallas. He's got 6. After that, Luka with 3, and then 2 each between Lively and Jones. And both of those were alley-oop lobs. Celtics going to make that adjustment and protect the rim. Willie, Heriberto, Jatos in the stream, welcome in. It's been a really good physical game so far. It's been defensive in the first 8 minutes. Back to action. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first. White jacks up a 3 off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Maxi Kleber for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, first 3 games in the series, he was a major minus. An opportunity here for the Celtics to see if they can go on a run. Luka on the floor with Kyrie, Kleber, Josh Green, and Derek Lively. Luka at the elbow, jumper by Hauser, Luka, and he buries it. A 1-point game right now. Luka's up to 5. Celtics 5 on the floor. Tatum, White, Porzingis, Brown, and Hauser. Tatum, top of the key, switched guard by Lively, lobs it off to Porzingis in a mismatch, working on the smaller defender. That's Kyrie, works his way inside the paint. Porzingis goes up and he gets fouled. So this should be 2 coming up here at the free throw line, just working on a mismatch first with Kyrie, and then he was switched and guarded late on the cover at the low block. He brought along 1 defender with Josh Green, who picked up the shooting foul. So Porzingis will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. Great to see KP is back in action tonight. 2 shots for Porzingis. First one, no good, around the rim and out. What's good, Gene in the stream? Welcome in. By the way, Las Vegas Summer League this year is actually later, so I'm hoping to cover some of those streams during the summer. July 12th through 22nd this year. Usually it starts around the 4th of July. This year the Summer League is actually later, July 12th through 22nd this year for the Las Vegas Summer League. So even if this is my final stream tonight, if the Celtics do win tonight, I still plan on covering a lot of great games throughout the course of the summer, so keep on coming back throughout my channel during the course of the summer. Caitlin Clark, WNBA play-by-play live streams, NBA Summer League streams, hoping to cover some of the Olympic streams as well. Missed shot by Luka at the free throw circle. White at the right wing, right baseline dribble attacks, floats up the runner over Kleber, couldn't connect. Rebound secured by Luka, 2-point game. 2:35 left to go in the first. Luka at the right wing, and we have an offensive foul picked up, charging the Mavs. That is an illegal screen set by Derek Lively II around the perimeter as Lively picks up the offensive foul. Momentum right back to Boston. The Celtics looking to see if they can start to get their offense into a run right now. Celtics by 2.5 minutes left to go in the first, and with the basketball. Slow start for both of these offenses here. Celtics promising sign. They're +2 in the glass, 10-8. Looking to see if they can keep it that way. Boston gets the inbounds. Jaylen Brown brings up the floor. He struggled so far, just 2 points and 1 for 5 shooting. Brown at the left wing with a lot of space. Jacks up the 3 off the back, no good. Holiday tips it off to Tatum for the offensive rebound. Celtics +3 in the glass. Tatum weaves his way, backs his way on Green. Tatum soars up, right to the rim. He scores. Up and in with a left-hand layup. Jason Tatum looking at that mismatch, and he scored right past Josh Green to the cup. Green slides it off to the right corner on the wing of the perimeter over to, that is Exum, number 0. Dante Exum at the top of the key. Wide open 3. Got it. Celtics are not covering either Green or Exum when they take straightaway threes, and they made them pay. It's a 1-point game. Celtics with the ball, 11-1 bench points in favor of Dallas. Hauser, bounce pass, Holiday, lot of space, shovels downhill, right to the cup. Jaylen Brown soars up with authority, ducks it home with a 2-handed flush. No help at the rim, and Maxi Kleber out on an island, a 2-on-1. Drew Holiday, just an absolute dime. The beautiful shovel, no-look pass downhill with a monster jam, flush with a 2-hand jam by Brown. Exum at the right wing, working on the Holiday. He's covered his time. Exum outside to the wing. Kleber will try a 3. Kleber off the rim, short, rebound secured by Holiday. Holiday crosses midcourt. Celtics looking to close out the first in the run. Hauser off the catch, fires a 3, and he drills it. Bang, bang. First 3 points off the bench tonight. Sam Hauser buries the triple. 24-18, final minute left to go in the first, and the Celtics come up with a steal with Hauser up the floor. Tatum lobs it up over the top. Brown catches it. Brown scores. Backdoor up and through. Good for 2 in transition by Jaylen Brown. Celtics by 8. 7-zip run by Boston with 40 seconds left to go in the first. 7-zip run in a minute and 10 run. Tatum collects the steal. Tatum attacks downhill right to the rim, and he scores up and in off the glass for JT for 2 more. Boston is hungry right now, feasting off of Dallas turnovers. What a run to close out the first quarter for the Celtics. Outside to the top, Kleber, open 3, and he missed it like he always does. Off the back rim, a major minus in this series from Maxi Kleber. Top of the key, Brown puts the ball into the hands to Tatum. 9-zip run last minute for the Celtics, looking to close it out here at the end of the first with an exclamation point. Tatum at the NBA Finals logo, left wing perimeter, 5 in the shot clock. Step back 3 in the air. Tatum off the rim, no good. Rebound secured by Washington. Exum couldn't get a shot off in time. We close out at the end of the first quarter. The Boston Celtics, 14-4 in the regular season, following a loss. 9 of those 14 wins came by double digits. Looking to bounce back in a major way tonight. Plus, they are 2-0 in the playoffs following a loss. They are 1 quarter through, surging on a monster run to close out quarter number 1. What a start. Jaylen Brown with a rack attack. Drew Holiday outstanding tonight in the first quarter for Boston. And Luka and Kyrie have been shut down, and it's only role players right now that is saving this Dallas Mavericks squad with Josh Green, Dante Exum. Luka's got 5 points on 2 for 6 shooting. Kyrie scoreless through 1 quarter so far. What a start here for Boston. Arjo, thanks for joining in. Appreciate you here for being a part of the stream. Yeah, thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it for tuning in, being a part of the channel. So, I actually cover games at Division 3 mostly. So I work with a couple of colleges at Division 3. Wheaton College in Massachusetts, UMass Dartmouth, and then I've done some games at MIT as well. Recently, I picked up my first Division 1 job a couple months ago, back in February. So I've been announcing at Stonehill for the last couple months. They're recently new to Division 1, so they're in their second year in Division 1 for Stonehill. Oh, that's awesome. So Patsy Rodenberg. Yeah, I'll take a look at that when I have a chance there, Arjo. So you're a college theater teacher. That's awesome. Yeah, so my girlfriend, she went to college where she graduated with she recently graduated with a master's degree in screenwriting and also script writing screenwriting, script writing, creative writing for films and plays for my girlfriend. So she recently did that. I actually went to one of her plays that she wrote and then had it produced a couple nights ago on Saturday night. Yeah, I've yet to do a UMass Dartmouth game for football. Last year, they all got signed up before I had a chance to sign up for any because they usually do a sign up sheet. But yeah, last year, because I remember you had commented, so I was a year late after your brother, so I covered MIT last year for their football game against Bridgewater State. That was the first time that MIT had played Bridgewater State, I think, in like 20 years. So I missed them just by a year. Because funny thing about it was I was looking, that was the season opener, so I was looking back at Bridgewater State stats to the year prior, and I saw your brother was on that list as like one of the top statistical players on there when I saw him on the list, but he had graduated, so I just missed him by a year. Yeah, that was I think the first time in like 20 years that MIT's played Bridgewater State, because the year before they had played against Dean and Salve Regina, and then Salve just recently went to the conference, which MIT played, which they were non-conference prior, so they had to pick up another non-conference game, so that led to Bridgewater State being on the schedule. So we come back to action right now, 28-18. What a start for Boston here. Dante Exum is on the floor with Derek Lively, PJ Washington. Kyrie has got 0. Pass got deflected and all the way to the backcourt. Kyrie tracks it down with 5 of the shot clock. Al Horford, incredible hustle. Euro step downhill and Jones scores the bucket. This is where you need to score points for the Celtics. Luka starts off the second quarter on the bench and they have Jones, Kyrie, Lively, Exum, in Washington. That's the 5 on the floor currently. Celtics with the ball. Tatum, Brown, Hauser, Holiday, and Horford. Hauser, wide open 3. Yo, he rattles in another one. Around the rim and it drops in as Dallas was late to close out. Sam Hauser, second made 3 of the game with 6 bench points. Kyrie, yet to score, fires a fastball left corner, almost airmailed Derrick Jones Jr. Jones at the left wing, clamped by Holiday, bounce pass to the left wing over to Kyrie, 5 of the shot clock. Dallas struggling to space the floor. Kyrie, rudder, gutted to go. It's good for the rudder. 31-22. That is a definition of a tough 2 right there by Kyrie, and he is finally on the board. He's averaging just 14 points per game in the TD Garden against his former team on the road. Tatum, top of the key, working on Lively. 10.5 left to go before halftime. Tatum dribbles, drives inside the key. Kick out, left corner. Brown elevates for the 3, and he delivers. Nothing but net. Splashes it for JB. 34-22. Boston is finding their shot tonight. That's a bad sign for Dallas. 5 for 12 from the perimeter. Missed a layup from point-blank range around the rim and out by Kyrie. He is quitting defensively. Celtics win numbers in the transition play. 5-4. Kyrie gets back defensively finally. Brown attacks on the Washington baseline, and Washington picks up the reach and foul. What a start here for Boston. 12-point advantage. Yes. I believe Golden State's gonna either trade Klay Thompson or I believe he can move on in free agency for him. I saw something earlier today that the Warriors are planning to move on from Klay Thompson in the offseason. Inbound goes to Brown. Brown, 8 on the shot clock, top of the key here for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown calls for the pick to be set by Horford. Opens up the 3 with Jaylen. His 3 is off the mark. Lively collects the defensive rebound. Could this be the night tonight for Boston? Jaylen Brown starting to set the tone with 9 points, a 3 in transition. Washington bricked off the back rim offensive rebound, controlled by Lively. Luka back in the game. Luka up fake around the perimeter, outside of Washington, over to Luka. Luka struggling from 3, jacks up 1 over Porzingis, former teammate, no good off the mark. It was a great contest by KP. Celtics with possession. Porzingis knocked down inside the key. It's a foul committed by Lively. Fouls racking up right now for Dallas. Derek Lively picks up his first personal foul. Or that's on Washington, actually. Washington picks up his first personal foul. He ripped down Porzingis. He absolutely ripped him down. That should be looked at more by the officials. That was some hard contact. PJ Washington will check out of this game right now. That was a hard foul. There's no need for that. PJ Washington just ripped down Porzingis as Porzingis was trying to post up. Inbound for the Celtics. Tatum lobs to Porzingis, brings along a double team. Porzingis shoots it over Kyrie, and it goes through. It bounces in. 36-22. Porzingis is on the board. That's too easy. Just shoots right over Kyrie in an absolute mismatch. Jason, what's good? Welcome to the stream, brother. Glad to have you back in, man. Luka, guarded by Brown, top of the key. Luka 1-on-1, clamp, defended by Brown. Luka, bounce pass over to Kleber. Kleber with position, left-hand layup, he scores, up and through, good for 2. Back to a 12-point game. Celtics with possession. Brown attacks, drives on Luka, outside finds Tatum. Tatum accelerates, looking to get past Kyrie, up fake of the mid-block. Tatum bounce pass Holiday, the tone setter. Holiday lobs it over to Tatum. Tatum backs his way over to smaller Kyrie. Tatum goes up. Tatum gets fouled. Tatum's going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kyrie picks up personal foul number 2. Celtics straight up attack ball mode on Dallas tonight. 2 personal fouls by Kyrie, 1 by Luka, 1 by Lively, 1 by Green, 1 by Washington. Fouls are starting to ramp up right now. NH in the stream, thanks for joining in. Glad to have you guys all be a part here on the channel tonight. First shot is good by Tatum, 37-24. Yeah, they got those banners in focus right now. The blank banner looking to become banner 18 if the Celtics can close it out tonight. Second free throw by Tatum. All focus, all game. Nothing but net. He sinks it. 38-24 Boston. An amazing start for the Celtics right now. Dallas held at just 39% shooting. Kyrie sizzles the 3. 38-27. Kyrie struggling a major way in this game, up to 5 points on 2 for 6 shooting from the floor. And the Celtics down low, able to score up and through. Good for the buckets. Drew Holiday able to sizzle down a triple from the perimeter. 41-27 as he was able to bury down the 3 up the floor. Nobody was on Holiday. That's just poor defense by Maxi Kleber. Maxi Kleber is going to be the next casualty that gets shredded by awful coaching. Awful coaching right now, shredding Jason Kidd and the Mavs. Checked on his last stream. The last stream, he went shirtless for most of that stream. Corner 3, it's good by Derek Jones Jr. Responding with the 3s right back for both of these teams. 41-30 right now. Celtics with the ball. Jones is 7. Andrew, welcome in. Susanna, thanks for joining in. Top of the key, Tatum. Tatum working on Kleber in a mismatch. Tatum one-on-one, guarded by Kleber. Looking to play iso ball here. Tatum, spin move, drives on Kleber. Oh, that's nasty. With a right hand, scoop score, up and off the backboard. Jason Tatum with a layup made over Maxi Kleber. 43-30. That was sick right there by Tatum. Downhill to the cup. Jones soars up. And he gets that one swatted as we will have a shooting foul. Wasn't clean, charge to Boston. That was sweet. Looked like for most of those seconds right there that Tatum was going to go for a step back 3 over Kleber. Just took him down inside the paint. Kleber couldn't get out in front. Couldn't get his feet set. Tatum just bullied him right into the paint. And what awful coaching would say, why are you backpedaling to Maxi Kleber? Why are you backpedaling? Why are you gambling? And Maxi Kleber, not even close to a defensive stance, getting burned by Tatum. And that was on Brown, who picked up the shooting foul. First free throw was no good. It was missed at the line by Derrick Jones Jr. Second shot by Jones. Hits it. 12-point lead for Boston. Celtics controlling this game right now. 7:20 left to go before halftime. This game is zipped by tonight here. Top of the key, White. Into the hands to Tatum. Great balance by the Celtics starters so far tonight. Tatum dribbles, drives, pass Lively. Tatum attacks inside the paint. Tatum, and he got it. And one coming up at the free throw line. Jason Tatum finishes at the rim, baby. 45-31. JT taking over up to double digits. He has got 10. Met by guess who? Maxi Kleber. The moment just too big for the moment for number 42 right now in this game. And Jason Tatum, been here before, looking to do the honors tonight in a closeout performance. Yeah, Celtics have been pretty solid as a second quarter team. And they've been an even better third quarter team as well, for the most part, for Boston. Their third quarters have been excellent throughout the course of this year. Tatum with the and one coming up. Downhill, driving, attacking. This is the Boston Celtics basketball I love to see. Free throw is good. Tatum is money. Plus 14 on the floor. 11 points by Tatum in 17 minutes. Under 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Dallas with the possession. Luka drives downhill. Luka no good. He got fouled, though, at the rim. This is going to be 2 shots coming up here by Luka at the free throw line. 6:56 left to go before half. Mr. Top's coming up at halftime. Mr. Top's been quite active this weekend for him, out of his shell throughout most of this weekend. And good to see Jason Tatum has arisen tonight. 11 points by Tatum, 9 by Brown, 20 points combined for the Jays. Whereas Luka and Kyrie are being doubled. Just 10 points combined between Luka and Kyrie on only 4 for 11 shooting. Luka, 2 for 7 shooting, 0 for 3 from the perimeter. Kyrie, 2 for 6 shooting, 1 for 3 from the perimeter right now. The top scorer for Dallas is Derrick Jones Jr. with 8 points. After that, Josh Green with 6, and Luka and Kyrie only 5 each. What a start for Boston. Doing everything well tonight, especially when it comes down to competing on the glass. Very, very strong on the glass compared to the last couple of games. 15-11, plus 4 to rebounds. Moving the ball around, 11-7 in the assist column. 8-zip, they lead fast break points. By the way, stat of the night here. Boston, turnovers, 0. Celtics have 0 turnovers tonight. Dallas with 4 turnovers. I mean, this is just a legendary first half performance for the Celtics. No turnovers. Dallas has conceded 6 points off of their 4 turnovers. Just an absolutely legendary Celtics performance, holding Dallas to 42% shooting right now. I mean, the defense has been excellent. Points in the paint is 22-12 for Boston. Celtics are 43% from 3, 6 for 14. All the percentages right now, everything is set up in their favor for the Celtics. Just completely out-hustling Dallas. Just the fans here, the fans in the TD Garden for Boston have gotten into the mind of the Dallas players, specifically into the mind of Kyrie, and things have been tough for Kyrie tonight. And if the Celtics keep it up, it's going to be history-making tonight here. We got 800 plus in the stream. If you guys are new, smash the thumbs up here, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. And man, what a start for Boston. Just setting the tone right now. 28-18 first quarter run. They closed out the first quarter on a 9-zip run for the Celtics. 18-13, they lead the second quarter box score. Legendary performance for Boston right now. And also, if the Celtics do win in 5 tonight, feel free to keep on coming back to future live streams. I'll still be streaming throughout the course of the summer. The channel for sure is not done. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break. So during the summer, I'm probably going to stream like around like 1, 2, or 3 times during a week, most likely during the summer. Right now for myself individually, I'm also trying to balance out a couple other things. Right now I'm trying to get pre-approved for a home loan for one of the things that I have as a goal for the future, because me and my girlfriend want to eventually get a place together in the future. So we've been looking around. We haven't seen really much out there in terms of housing right now. It's been like a lot of housing in my area has been super expensive, but that's like another like big task that I do have on in the future. But when I'm around and stuff like that and want to do some streams, I'm hoping to do probably like 1, 2, or 3 streams during the course of the week in the off season. Probably going to focus on Caitlin Clark, WNBA games. Also throw in some special live streams from time to time with NFL streams, preferably Patriots during the preseason, since that's my football team. And then, yeah, I might throw in a couple baseball games. Haven't done baseball in a while. Holiday attacks inside the paint. Got it blocked at the rim by Kyrie as Dallas comes up with the ball. 15-point game right now. Yeah, it's crazy, especially in Mass. The prices have been absolutely crazy. Luka at the left wing. He's guarded by Hauser. Bounce pass over to Kyrie. Open 3. No good. He bricked it off the back rim. Battle for the rebound. Gafford came up and got it as we have a loose ball follow charge to the Celtics. Thanks for joining in and in the stream. Welcome in. Yeah, I usually don't do many baseball games like Red Sox and stuff. I actually don't get Nesson on my YouTube TV package for some reason. So unfortunately, even though I'm from Mass, I don't have Nesson on that package. As there's a lob over the top as it gets thrown down for the right-handed jam by Derek Jones Jr. Has had an excellent game for him today, soaring up and punching it down with a right-handed flush. 46-33 to the corner, and I talked about 0 turnovers to the last time out, and Boston just picked up their first turnover. So that was bobbled off the skip pass in the corner, lost out of bounds by Hauser. That's the first turnover tonight for the Celtics. I'm hoping to cover some of the Olympics games, if all depends on like the times and stuff like that, but I'm hoping to cover some of those Olympics games. Kyrie dump off over to Gafford, and he soars up with a 2-handed flush. 46-35, back-to-back slam dunks for Dallas. Celtics have to get back into their rhythm. Tatum outside over to Brown. Brown drives on Luka over to the top here to Holiday, into the hands to Tatum. Tatum bounce pass off the roll down. Holiday outside finds White, takes the 3 off the rim, no good. Tipped up to Hauser for the offensive rebound. Handoff. Tatum attacks downhill, open layup. Jason Tatum making it look so easy tonight. Burst the speed downhill to the cup, soars up for the easy 2. 48-35. Tatum's got 13, 5 for 10 shooting from the floor. Luka sends it outside over to Kyrie. Kyrie goes up. Kyrie, we thought it was an up and down. The referee said no. They let him play on to Washington at the rim. And he gets the buckets. That looked very, very odd right there. The score by P.J. Washington. Nevertheless, it's an 11-point game. Celtics underneath. Up and missed the shot. No good from point-blank range by Holiday. Washington bounce pass. Jones got the layup. 48-39, transition offense works out that way for Dallas, and Joe Mazzulla, great timeout right now as he burns one. 48-39, 9-point game with 4:53 left to go before halftime. That's an excellent timeout there by Joe Mazzulla. Derek Jones Jr. is having his way right now. Going up and down the floor, getting out in transition. He's got himself 10 points now for Derek Jones in 12 minutes. 10 points for him. Luka and Kyrie with just 5 each tonight. Stunning. Stunning that Luka has been a no-show offensively in this elimination game for Dallas in the first half. Tatum's, man, he's taken over tonight. He wants the NBA Finals MVP. And in the first half, he has really has made his case tonight here. 13 points in 17 minutes. Or 13 points in 19 minutes by Jason Tatum with 7 assists. It's crazy. 5 baskets plus 7 assists. He has scored or assisted on 12 out of the 18 baskets that the Celtics have scored tonight. Holiday's got 9. Brown's got 9. Hauser with a critical 6 points off the bench. Yeah, great question by JD. I honestly think the Celtics would have struggled more with Minnesota because Minnesota has got like more balanced pieces with their team. What they had, they played the Celtics really close throughout the season. They played 2 overtime games against Boston. Hey, what's good? We got a Sports Fury raid out here on the channel. Thanks so much from the guys over to Sports Fury. Josh, Sean, and Rocha, you guys absolute legends here. Thanks for joining in. For everybody out here in the Sports Fury, you guys are absolute legends here on the channel. Celtics looking to keep on sustaining this. Good timeout taken by Missoula as Dallas had gotten onto a little bit of a run recently. If you guys are a first timer here joining in, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribes. You guys are the absolute legends, real MVPs here out in the street, pouring in from the Sports Fury right now. Awesome, man. And yeah, they do awesome stuff over there. Tons of subs over in the Sports Fury. Excellent play-by-play channel. Do awesome stuff, so feel free to keep up with them as well, as they cover a bunch of different sports over there on their channel. And even in the off-season, we'll have a lot of good stuff here. I want to cover some WNBA games with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. They've started getting on the roll lately. They've won their last 4 out of 6 in their 3. They put together their first winning streak of the season. Thanks for the sub there, David. Really appreciate it, man. Dylan, welcome in. Yeah, things going pretty well. This could be record-breaking tonight here if the Celtics take this one. Skull with a dono. Thanks so much for the dono, legend. Really appreciate it, man, for Skull out here in the stream. You guys are awesome. Real MVPs out here on the channel. 48-39 as we're about to come back from the timeout right now. Tatum setting the tone tonight. Having an excellent game for JT. 13 points, 50% shooting, 7 assists. He scored or assisted on 12 out of the 18 made field goals. Luka struggling just 5 points. 5 points by Kyrie. Celtics are going to keep their foot on the gas pedal because with these 2 elite-level shot makers, we're not sure when they're going to be able to show up in this game, but for sure, they can arise at any given moment of time. Back to action right now, 48-39. Top of the key here with White. Yeah, I saw Allen wasn't a big fan of that timeout. I saw that. Thought it was a little bit suspicious. I, in my honest opinion, thought it was a good one because they had scored 2 transition buckets in a row. So that's like a warning sign to get their team back on the defensive side of the floor and play transition defense. That was a bad sign for them to see them miss out on 2 defensive possessions, just not getting back in transition. White jacked up the corner 3, missed off the back rim, offensive rebound. Holiday over to Hauser, step back 3 in the air, missed off the rim short. 0 for 2 that trip from 3-point range. Luka secures the defensive rebounds. Edge in the midcourt logo. Luka guarded by Holiday. At the left wing perimeter here at the TD Garden logo. Luka towards his right. Switched, guarded by Horford. Lobs it over the top. Gafford catches it. Gafford had it stripped out of bounds off of the Celtics last, though. Hey, what's good? Charles in the stream. Welcome in. Eddie in the stream. Welcome aboard. John, welcome in from the Sports Fury raid. You guys, the legends out here on the channel. 4:07 left to go before half. Inbound to Jones. Jones up big. Jones soars up and he scores, but they're not going to count it. That's a traveling violation charged to Derrick Jones Jr., so they erase away to 2. That is actually Washington off the up fake. PJ Washington straight line down the lane off the up fake. So that was Washington who traveled with it. Inbound to Boston here. Brown at the left wing. Gets past Kyrie. Soars up over Gafford. Brown, no good. Missed it off the back rim. A rebound secured by Gafford. Celtics in a little bit of a scoring drought here recently. Kyrie off to Luka. Luka mid-range. Left it off the rim. Short. Rebound secured here by White. White on the floor with Horford, Hauser. Holiday and Brown. Tatum's currently on the bench here at the moment. Brown at the top. Brown dribbles up to the elbow. Bounce past Horford left baseline. Horford made an early three to begin this game. Horford back along the perimeter. Dribbles up. Works on Gafford. Horford up and in. And he scores up and through with a right-hand layup. Working on Daniel Gafford. That ends a lengthy minute-and-a-half scoring drought for the Celtics. Horford's up to 5 right now. Dallas with possession, loose ball. Holiday comes sliding in. Luka flings it towards the far side, and it's going to be a turnover. So Luka at midcourt saved the basketball, but nobody was there down the far side of the floor, and that's just straight up hustle, pressuring the ball by guess who? Nothing but the Celtics' very own Drew Holiday. Bouncing back in a major way tonight. Last game, he was a minus 38. He was the top plus in the first 3 games in this series, and now he's up to plus 11. Tonight went on the floor for Drew Holiday. Major disruptor and doing it once again. Al Horford taking a seat on the bench. Big bucket he made just a moment ago to go up by 11. 3:11 left to go. His father's in the stands right now. Man, would this be so special tonight if Al Horford could win a ring, close out his Celtics career. This potentially could be his last game if he decides to retire for Al Horford. He's age 38 for Al Horford. If he does decide to retire at the end of this game and go out with a ring, man, that would be something special here for Al Horford. A lot of people thought he was done after he played for the Sixers and the Thunder 4 years ago, when he just wasn't a fit for Philadelphia and Oklahoma City. A lot of people thought he was done. Brad Stevens was able to get him back on the team with a trade with Oklahoma City a couple off seasons ago. Veteran leader back on the team for Boston and looking for his first ever championship. Yeah, definitely. So we can definitely do that there, Bradley, at halftime. Also coming up at the half, going to have Mr. Thompson for my tortoise, and we'll have him at the half. My other turtle, Spike, he's got his eyes glued to the television, so I'm not sure if I'm going to want to pull him off the rock right now because he's got his eyes glued to the television, looking to make history tonight in this one for the Celtics, looking for banner 18. Boston with the ball, Tatum. Excellent game so far tonight, Tatum. Oh, nice dime underneath off the Holiday, and he scores up and through. It's good for 2 by Drew. That's a beautiful no-look pass by Jason Tatum. 13 points, 8 assists, going for a career high in the assist column by Tatum. Tatum, 1 more assist, it would tie a career high with 9 first-half assists. Loose ball to Hardwood. Big Al Horford tumbles, and he comes out with a steal. Brown soars up, right to the rim. He scores in transition, up in and off the backboard. Good for a bucket for Jaylen Brown. 54-39, Celtics on full cyclone mode in this game. Incredible. Baseline dribble, Washington. Kick to the corner. Open 3. It rattles in. It's good for Josh Green. 54-42, major 3. That's Green's 3rd main 3 tonight. Man, these 50-50 balls tonight, the Celtics are just flat out hustling it. They're super hungry right now for Boston. Al Horford, age 38. Derek White diving for the loose ball, battling lively. Horford is there as Horford comes up, dives for the loose ball, tumbles, passes it off up the floor, and then the Celtics are able to lay it up and in on the fast break transition. Just an incredible play by Al Horford, able to find Jaylen Brown right up the floor next to him and scored out in transition. Just game-winning plays like that, and the Celtics are full of them tonight with these game-winning plays. Man. Bong in the stream, thanks for joining in. You guys, the Legends MVPs out here on the channel. If you're new to the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Massive, massive elite level championship identity, championship clinching plays tonight for the Boston Celtics with a Bill Walton patch on the uniforms. Brad Stevens in the crowd, the sole reason why the Boston Celtics are about to win banner 18, the most deserving person out of the franchise, in my opinion, is Brad Stevens. Trading for Holiday, trading for Porzingis in the offseason. Catching fire three. Jaylen Brown, he sinks it. Nothing but net trifecta. Ungans and a three-point shot for JB. Silky smooth. 57-42, and a missed layup by Kyrie. Gets altered at the rim by Horford. Here goes the Celtics. Holiday. Minute and a half left to go before halftime. Sends it off to Brown. Brown up fake. Working on Luka. Brown backs his way. Guarded by Luka. Brown jump. Kick out to the corner. Here's a three open. Derek White sizzles it. Bang, bang. Boston making everything right now, baby. Looking for banner number 18. 12-3 run by the Celtics. They have found their stroke tonight. Everybody. 42% from the perimeter. Buckets good down low. Good for Luka. 16-point lead. Final minute left to go before halftime. Tatum at the top of the key here for JT. Tatum lobs it up over the top, over to Brown. Brown, kick out to the wing. White, bobbled it. White, tipped, deflected up in the air by Kyrie. Had it almost stolen for a minute. Back to Brown, though, with the basketball. Brown attacks downhill to the rim, and he soars up, gets fouled. Jaylen Brown going to shoot two coming up here at the free throw line. Yup, Derek White, just legendary, just so tough as nails. Man, Kyrie went... Ooh! He went right into Mike Breen and the announcing crew. Trying to go for the loose ball for Kyrie. Right next to Mike Breen and the ABC announcing crew. Right next to Doris Burke and JJ Redick flying right into the seats. Oh my goodness. That's a once-in-a-lifetime moment right there. Holy smokes. Kyrie was trying to save that loose ball, and then he flung it up into the air, went directly over to Jaylen Brown, and that led to the corner three, and then Kyrie, as he was out of the camera shot, he went right into the ABC crew in the announcing table, at the scorer's table, right next to JJ Redick, Doris Burke, and Mike Breen. Took out the ABC producer, one man away from Mike Breen. Free throw is good at the line for Brown. He made 1 out of 2, 61-44. 40 seconds left to go here before halftime. Dominant Celtics performance here, looking to keep it up. Washington missed the open three straight away off the back rim. Celtics control the defensive rebound. 8-second differential. Shot clock to game clock to close out the end of the second quarter. An incredible performance here in the first half for the Celtics. Tatum slows it down. NBA Finals logo. Celtics with just one total turnover. Dallas with 7. Tatum step back three in the air. He hits it. Oh yeah, baby. Jason Tatum rips it down for the triple. 64-44, a 20-point lead after getting blown out by 38 during the last game. Bouncing back in a big way tonight as Luka scores with a runner. 4 seconds left to go before halftime. Luka gets the runner to drop in an and one coming up for Doncic. Jason Tatum finding his shot tonight. Looking for NBA Finals MVP. All day, any day. Playing one heck of a game tonight for JT. 16 points. 6 for 11 from the floor. Just made his first 3 in the night plus 9 assists. That is a career high in first half assists for Tatum. His career high in total assists is 13. That's a career high right now in first half assists with 9 assists by Tatum. Jason Tatum looking for that NBA Finals MVP trophy. He's got 16. Brown's right behind with 15. Brown with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Tatum's got 16 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists. Luka misses the free throw. 3-point shot at the buzzer. Oh, it's good. Bang, 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 baby. Guess who it is? Peyton Pritchard from the midcourt logo. Once again, trifecta from downtown. 67-46. You the man, Peyton Pritchard. You the man from the midcourt logo. Cha-ching, bang, bang. He does it again. The smallest guy on the floor playing with the biggest hearts. checks into the game during a free throw. Give it to PP11 right from midcourt. Oh yeah. Looking like me back in the elementary, middle school days, shooting the ball for way out just like that. Uncontested laser. Right down the pipe. Trifecta on the half-court three. Making it look easy. What a first half for the Celtics. 67-46. 1 half away from banner 18, everybody. Mr. Top's coming up here at halftime in a couple moments from now, so get ready for Mr. Top's in the building. What a start. Wow. An incredible first half for the Celtics. After losing by 38 during the last game, they lead by 21. Bounce back as they have bounced back 14 times. 14-4 record, following a loss. 9 of those 14 wins were by double digits. Bounce back in a major way. Different here this year for the Celtics. Before we get Mr. Tops out on the stream, let's see if we can do a Sports Fury raid over there. I'll see if I can get that link up in the chat as we can do a halftime Sports Fury raid out there. Great group of streamers over at the Sports Fury. Josh Shaw and Rocha, absolute legends over there as they cover a lot of great sporting events. They got 10K watching right now, so let's see if I can get up their link, and feel free to go over there for the Sports Fury. And just put raid out in the chat, so everybody click the link and type in raid over there on the Sports Fury. Wow, what a first half for the Celtics. 16 by Jason Tatum. Playing like an NBA Finals MVP tonight. Right behind Jaylen Brown with 15. The Jays combining for 31 points. Knew they had to be elite tonight. They are incredibly elite. Kyrie and Luka, 14 points. Pulling a major dud in this game in the first half for Kyrie and Luka. Kyrie is 2 for 8 shooting. Luka 4 for 10 shooting, combining to shoot 1 for 7 from the perimeter. Man, the Boston fans have just gotten right into the mind of Kyrie. The man upstairs. Getting into the mind of Kyrie. You never want to have those thoughts like the man upstairs, because he can get right into your mind, and he is doing that right now. Once that man upstairs goes into the attic, he sits in the attic all the way until like Thanksgiving, and then he goes all the way into through Christmas, and then after Christmas eventually gets put away. But that man upstairs will be coming out around November. Once again, in the behind the scenes drop on the channel in the background. But they've got that, just it's all in their mind tonight for Dallas with these Boston fans. And they have yet to shake it out of their mind. The Celtics playing lights out every single facet tonight. Rebounds, it starts with the glass. Boxing outs, holding their own in the glass. 23-16, they lead rebounds. 52% shooting from the floor. They are 10 for 21 from three-point range. Excellent when they shoot the ball from three. They went 54-9 when they made at least 15 threes. This season for Boston, all they need is 5 more threes. And they'll get that. 10 for 21. Excellent from 3 at 48%. 2 turnovers. The storyline of this game, Celtics with 16 assists, 2 turnovers at halftime. Dallas, 12 assists, 8 turnovers. You brought in Drew Holiday for a reason tonight. Showing up. Jason Tatum with a playmaking, career high 9 assists. In the first half for Tatum, his career high is 13 assists in Game 1 against Golden State in the 2022 Finals. In all likelihood, Jason Tatum is going to break that assist number tonight if he keeps it up right now. He's almost at a double-double at halftime in points and assists. Incredible. 16 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds for Tatum. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists for Jaylen Brown. 11 points by Drew Holiday. Derek White, 8 points, making 2 threes. Sam Hauser's made 2 threes off the bench. He's got 6. 3 by Porzingis in 9 minutes. 3 points by Pritchard. Nothing bigger than the half-court 3 at the buzzer. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh, it feels awesome so far here. Just going to keep their foot on the gas pedal for Boston. So got the second half to play. Got to keep that foot on the gas pedal, and this will be it. This will be it. I'm praying this will be it. Really, really praying that this will be it for Boston. I'm supposed to go up to the NASCAR race on Sunday, so if it came down to a Game 7 on Sunday, that would be quite concerning. I've been, for like the last couple months, ever since I found out that Game 7 was on as the same day as the NASCAR race that they got tickets for back in October, I've been praying that there would not be a Game 7. And the Celtics, hopefully they make that dream come true tonight, doing it in 5. Hopefully. That'd be awesome. I remember I get the Patriots championship gear. Me and one of the kids that because I was in college when the Patriots won back in 2017. Me and one of the kids that I did radio with in college, we went to Patriot Place after college, got the new Patriots gear. And the unfortunate part for him is that he left his t-shirts in... he accidentally left his t-shirts in the store when he was checking out, so he stole my t-shirt. And then he left his phone in my car, and it was in like one of the side compartments, and I didn't realize until I heard this buzzing noise when I got home. The issue is that I commuted to college, and so if you're not familiar with the Boston area, I live closer to like Providence, so the commute for me and going to college when I went in the mid 2010s to the late 2010s, it was around like a 55-minute commute for me. On most days with traffic, it would be like an hour and a half and 2 hours one way. Sometimes for like a 34-mile commute going from where I live up to, it's right before Boston. It's in Milton, where I went to college on Blue Hill Avenue. And so I got home from the Patriots championship day at like 10:30 p.m. The kid forgot his phone in my car. I told him I'll bring it to you next day during our radio seminar class. And he wanted his phone, like he needed his phone that badly. Like we had radio seminar class at like 12 p.m. the next day. And so he wanted it that badly that he called an Uber. It was like a $55 Uber from the college to where I live, which is like 50 to 55 minutes south, for like a 35-mile ride in an Uber to pick up his phone. And strange part about it is that I live on a good amount of land, and up in front in my yard, the Uber did not park in the driveway like it was supposed to. It parked in the middle of my yard, which was very, very odd. Nobody before has ever parked in the middle of my yard. You do not do that if you live out in the country, and this guy had no clue what he was doing. Instead of parking in my driveway, he parked in the middle of the yard, and luckily, the Patriots won the Super Bowl in February in 2017, so that was like a 20-degree day, and luckily it was icy in my yard. It wasn't like rainy, because any other day, if it rains, it's kind of swampy in the middle of the yard. The car definitely would have got stuck, so he is lucky. But yeah, that was quite random. But I'm gonna get Mr. Tops out here at halftime right now. Man, Mr. Top's been quite active. I'm not gonna get out Spike, because he's got his eyes glued to the TV screen for my painted turtle Spike. He loves history, and he loves sports history, and he's been watching 20-plus years with me in his turtle tank for all the moments. But here's my pet tortoise, Mr. Tops. And if you like a picture of Mr. Tops, I'll actually post... I'll put up the Mr. Tops slide right now for like 5 to 10 seconds or so before I present Mr. Tops. He's also in my last community tab post, where I put in a post, Mr. Tops has Celtics in 5, Mr. Tops' prediction looking pretty good after the first half. So here's the break slide for 5 seconds, and then we'll get Mr. Tops after the break. Alright, so without any further ado, here is my tortoise, Mr. Tops. So, here's the good boy right now. Oh, I think he's got a calcium pellet on his mouth. So, he was eating. So, he was in the process of eating like the Celtics have been doing tonight, eating inside the paint, getting their buckets inside the paint. And Mr. Tops, great performance by Boston in the first half. Looking to see the first basketball championship in his lifetime, as we got him back in 2015 for Mr. Tops, and he's got his claws moving. Good job. Keep on moving. That is the indication of the gas pedal for the Celtics tonight for Mr. Tops with his claws moving. Good boy. Great boy, Mr. Tops. So he has to get that piece of food off of his mouth, but it's been a good boy out there for Mr. Tops. Keep on being that good boy tonight. And go Celtics, banner 18, looking for the first Celtics championship if they can close it out tonight, boy. Good job, boy. So there it is, the top of the tops. The Celtics looking to be the top of the NBA ladder. Most franchise championships, looking to surpass the Lakers tonight. And looking for banner number 18. How sweet would it be? 16 years to the day. June 17th, 2008, in the 617 Boston area code, that is, on 6/17/2024. 16 years ago to the day, they won their last championship in 2008. Today is the 17th of June. Looking for banner number 18 for their 18th championship as a franchise. Just been complete teamwork. 31 combined between the Jays, Tatum with 16, Brown's got 15. And Luka and Kyrie a no-show tonight in an elimination game for Game 5. 14 combined points in 43 minutes. Where I was the last time, I was 12 years old the last time. It was the day before we left for Niagara Falls, I believe, when the Celtics won the championship. KG, Pierce, and Ray Allen. So I believe right here watching the game on the TV screen. Do not know what, it was definitely a different TV because it was a year before the HD TV conversion, and I believe we still had the analog TV because we were trying to make use out of the analog TV as much as possible. So we kept those analog TVs until it went to the conversion. We actually had some of the boxes because some of the analog TVs we kept, and we got the box once they came out for some of those TVs. It's been 16 years in the making, so it's so I was 12 years old the last time that the Celtics won the championship. Yeah, I'm hoping to stream some of the Summer League games. I'm probably going to cover some of the WNBA games for Caitlin Clark. Summer League as well, hoping to do. Some special live streams from time to time, too. Definitely hope to cover some football games in the off-season. And probably cover some other sports, too. I'll probably throw in like a soccer stream or two in there because I'm going to be covering college soccer. For in-person games as well. Definitely football in the off-season for special live streams because I'll probably sign up to cover some football games too. Maybe a couple baseball games, though I don't have any baseball games for me planned in person until like next March for me, probably. But for basketball, it will be probably WNBA Caitlin Clark games in the off-season, so keep on coming back if you guys would like to come out and support the channel. WNBA Caitlin Clark games, hoping to cover some of her games in the off-season. Olympics, hoping to cover some of the Olympics games when it happens. I remember 3 years ago, we covered the Olympics championship. And we got a good amount of viewers for that, so that was awesome. So I'm hoping to cover some Olympic streams too. in there. And maybe if the Olympic schedule has some stuff that I can do, maybe I can do like other sports throughout the Olympics too, if possible. I'd have to create like a slide for those or so and see like what times they are gonna come out on. Behind the Arc fan, welcome in. Oh, we got the other turtle here. So here we go. So here's my other turtle. He is a painted turtle. He lives in a tank. He's aquatic. His name is Spike. And this is Mr. Tops' brother. He has gone through quite a bit of New England championships with me. He's 20 years old. He remembers the Celtics' last championship. And he remembers all of the Patriots championships, all of their 6 rings. He loves the greatness with Tom Brady. He loves the Celtics' greatness. And he loves all the history of the Celtics and the Patriots. And he is a very nice turtle. So here you go. This is Spike the turtle sitting nicely. And this is a good and very, very tough turtle sitting proudly right now. He's got his eyes focused on the prize. There you go, boy. Look at him. Very, very focused. Oh, yeah. He's a great boy. And that is Spike the painted turtle. 20 plus years. 2 great championships here for Boston sports history. What a good boy. $67-46. Second half about to begin in just a minute. And got to keep the foot on the gas pedal here if you're the Celtics. Looking to close it out tonight and make history. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Luka with just 9, Kyrie with just 5, and the Celtics dominant in the first half. Jason Tatum 16, Jaylen Brown 15. Drew Holiday showing up to play as well, so along with Derek White. Harry with a dono, thanks so much for the dono, really appreciate with the dono, brother. Back to action, right to left on the floor. Dallas with the opening possession to begin the third as Gafford attacks downhill, blew the layup. Rebound secured by Boston. Tatum up the floor off to White. Tatum with 9 total assists. Tatum, follow-away jumper, rattled out. Rebound secured by Washington. Tatum with a career high 9 total assists in the first half. His total career high in assists is 13. His first half assists, he just got it with 9. Luka, jumper, mid-range, connects on it. 67-48. Luka's got himself 11 right now. Celtics got to be aware he can go off at any given moment. Horford at the top. Outside Tatum. Up fake. Blows past Gafford. Kick out to the corner. Holiday turns the corner. Bounce pass underneath over to Tatum. And he rolls to the hoop and he flushes it down with a 2-handed dunk. JT slamming it down to the rooftop. Drew Holiday with an assist. Excellent second possession to begin the third quarter for Boston. Up by 21 again. Kyrie contested Jay. No good. Rattled out. Rebound secured here for the Celtics. White up the floor. Outside Tatum looking to take over. Looking for that NBA Finals MVP for JT. Guarded in a mismatch by Gafford. Tatum 1-on-1 working on Gafford here at the top of the key. Tatum dribble. Drive downhill to the rim. Got held up and I believe it was just poked out of bounds from behind by Gafford. No foul call according to the refs here. Yeah, I believe it's going to be just out of bounds charge to Gafford, poked loose from behind. Yep, you've seen the whole history of Boston sports. Definitely the Patriots. The most meaningful time for the Patriots. You've seen the whole Patriots history for the 6 Super Bowl rings. He's been alive for the past 20 plus years. He's been alive since I was around preschool back in 2000. Derek White, step back 3 in the air, swoosh! He drills the 3. 72-48. Derek White up to 11. Kyrie, a lot of iso ball here in this game being locked up. Bounce pass down low. Gafford as Holiday picks up the loose ball foul. Kyrie Irving tonight locked up 5 points, 2 for 9 shooting in 23 minutes, a negative 13 on the floor. Inbound, underneath, and it is good for 2, up and off the glass off the inbound by Gafford. 22-point lead for Boston, looking to sustain it here. Brown at the left corner. Brown dribbles up, works his way in. Luka, kick out, left corner, open 3, Al Horford, swoosh! Big Al Horford sizzles the triple. 75-50. Just an absolute clinic of a game here tonight by Boston in the closeout Game 5. And down the far side of the floor, Horford picks up the reach and foul. Got 800 plus almost watching right now. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. And even if this series does wrap up in 5 tonight, I still plan on being live throughout the course of the summer, covering Caitlin Clark games, WNBA, Olympic games throughout the summer league games. So keep on coming back, being a part of the channel. Some special live streams here and there too with other sports throughout the off season. Definitely want to do NFL games for football when I have a chance during the off season. As Kyrie went off the baseline dribble, and he got fouled from behind. It's charged to Holiday. So Kyrie will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. Two shots here by Kyrie. First one is good. $11 by Luka. Jones is 10. Kyrie has only got 6. Celtics with 4 guys in double figures. Tatum with 18. Brown's got 15. 11 each between Holiday and White. Top 4 guys on the floor, all excellent tonight. All of them being a hot hand in this game. Kyrie's second free throw is good. He's up to 7. Celtics with possession. 23-point lead currently. Tatum at the top, guarded by Luka. Tatum dribbles, drives, kick out to the corner. Over to Horford. Right baseline dribble. Bouncing bodies. Gets position. The right pass. Lively. Goes up. Gets fouled. Al Horford. 2 free throws coming up. Fouled from the side by Derek Lively. Celtics just so patient right now with the basketball. Spacing the floor. Moving it at a great clip for Boston. Getting back to what had worked for them in games 1, 2, and 3. And they are going right back to that tonight. 2 shots here by Al Horford. He's got 8, looking to be the 5th Celtics starter in double figures. First one is good. He's a point away. Just an excellent performance tonight by the Boston Celtics starters. Daniel Gafford right now on the benches, he is shivering. Like, he looks like he's holding back some tears right now. Knows that this season is over for Dallas. It looks like they are clearly outnumbered, about to trail down by 25. Free throw number 2. No good. Missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound controlled though by Derek White. Huge hustle play by White. Brown shovels. Holiday downhill to the rim. And he scores with a left hand. Up and in off the backboard. 78-52. Timeout on the floor taken by Jason Kidd. Just an absolute clinic here tonight for the Celtics. Banner 18 incoming. 9:10 left to go in the third. What a start for Boston. Part of an 11-6 start in the third quarter. Everybody playing a critical role in this game tonight. Man, just excellent all around. Moving the ball, getting high efficient looks. Cutting to the hoop. Receiving passes, spacing the floor. +9 in the glass, 26-17 for the Celtics. Celtics lead paint points, 34-28. Those were 2 major minuses in the last game and the previous games before that. Boston tonight, just 2 turnovers. Dallas with 8. 21 assists to 2 turnovers for the Celtics. 13 assists to 8 turnovers for Dallas tonight. Everybody showing up in this critical Game 5 to clinch and to win the championship, to make it record-breaking. And Dallas having a lot of issues with nobody really being a hot hand tonight. This looks like the complete reversal. These 2 teams playing reverse roles in the last 2 games. Man, this is just textbook. Absolutely textbook what the Celtics have done. Wow, Mavs in 7 here for Neil Jan. That's going to be quite the comeback right now. I have not seen any sort of rhythm by Dallas in this game all throughout the course of the night. The historic collapse for the Celtics, if that was going to happen tonight. Let's see here what we got in the poll right now. Celtics in 5, 60%. Celtics in 6, 7%. Celtics in 7, 5%. Mavs in 7, 29%. Currently, this will be a historical collapse if the Celtics forget to put their foot on the gas pedal for the remaining 21 plus minute. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams here as we're just during its timeouts. $9:10 left to go in the third as we get back to action here. Kyrie at the left wing perimeter. He's guarded by White, 101 around the outside. Kyrie, left corner, step back, tough three, no good. Off the back rim, having a tough game. Just 7 points in 25 minutes. Rebound secure by Brown. Celtics with a possession right now. Tatum slows it down at the left wing perimeter, working on Lively, 101. Tatum, crossover, gets past Lively, dribbles up, drives, soars up to the rim, no good, missed off the back rim. Rebound secure by Lively right now. Up the floor to the left corner, over to Exum. Exum dribbles up towards his right. Exum is on the floor with Jones, Lively, Kyrie, and Luka. Luka launches the three at the right wing, came up short. The follow through, it's good, up and in off the glass for two. That's actually number 8, Josh Green. So Josh Green is on the floor in place of Exum's number 0. That is Green, number 8. 24-point game, corner 3, missed off the back room, no good by Horford. Luka with a defensive rebound as we're down to just above 8 minutes left to go. At the top here, Luka drives. Luka, step back, deep 2. Luka off the rim, short. Defense making it tough for him today. Luka just 11 points and 12 missed. Luka's missed 8 shots, 5 for 13 from the floor. Brown attacks downhill to the Cub. Nice pass left corner. Tatum. 2 players got crossed up for Dallas. Open 3. No good. Around the rim and out. Missed out by Holiday. Rebound secure by Kyrie here. Outside it goes to Kyrie. Kyrie backs his way on White. Turnaround. Tough shot. Kyrie swooshes it. 22-point game. A little bit of a burst here for Dallas. Still a long way left to go. It's 7:25 in the third. Celtics slowing it down right now in commanding fashion, looking for a big bucket here. Tatum, edge in the midcourt logo for JT. Tatum, 101 guarded by Lively around the perimeter. Tatum dribbles up. Tatum, kick out to the corner. Pass got deflected, intercepted. Lively comes out with a steal. Dallas with a little bit of a run here. Top of the key, Luka. Luka, step back 3 in the air and a clear off the back rim. No good. Rebound secure by Brown. Right place, right time with Jaylen Brown, who just had the rebound directly sent to him as a gift. Holiday on the outside off the Horford into the hands here to Brown. Top of the key for Jaylen. Jaylen spots up, jacks up the 3 off the back rim, no good. Huge offensive rebound hauled in by Drew Holiday. New 14 in the shot clock. Brown at the right wing perimeter. Brown dribbles up, drives on Luka. Luka picks up the reach and foul. Clock will stop. 6:31 left to go in the third. Joe, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Celtics in a little bit of a drought recently, right now. Porzingis will check in. Yeah, things going pretty well. Porzingis now will check into the game. Oh, geez, sorry to hear about that, Joe. Inbound goes to Tatum. Tatum, top of the key. Moves it outside to his right. Brown into the hands to Holiday. Outside Brown. Brown. Right baseline dribble. Brown underneath. Kick out to the top. Up fake. Tatum steps into an open three. Rattled out. No good. Offensive rebound. Hauled in by White. White. Kick out to the wing. Porzingis. Touch pass. Brown. Bounce pass. Baseline. Underneath. Holiday. No good. Tipped around the rim and out. Rebound secured here by Dallas. Up the floor. Kyrie fires a fastball right corner. Green makes the three. 78-59, 19-point game, 7-zip run by the Mavs last 3.5 minutes. Celtics looking to get on a run right now. They led 11-6. Now Dallas leads the quarter 13-11. Scoring drought in the last 3.5 minutes for Boston. White at the right wing perimeter, guarded by Kyrie on the outside. White, top of the key, flings it off to Tatum. Kick out to the corner. Holiday. Holiday at the elbow. Jumper, Drew, and he hits it. There we go. Drew Holiday puts the Celtics up to 80. 80-59. Chase for banner number 18. 5:15 left to go in the third here. Luka at the right wing. Drives in Porzingis. Luka over Porzingis. Gutted to go and one. 80-61 and an and one coming up at the free throw line for Luka. Taylor, thanks for joining in. Appreciate for being a part of the stream. Nelson, no, welcome in. We got 1K in the channel. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. Christian, welcome in. 13 points by Luka here at the moment. One free throw by Luka. It is up. It is good. 80-62. 18-point game. Celtics with the ball. Holiday crosses the midcourt logo, hands it off to Tatum here at the TD Garden logo. 5 minutes even. Tatum working one-on-one by Josh Green, who's trying to gamble, trying to go after the steal, not in a defensive possession. Tatum able to get past on bounce pass underneath. Jaylen Brown trying to punch it down. Lively, though, came up with a huge rejection. Here goes Dallas. As they drive attack, Luka out of control. He's not back on the play here. Celtics with numbers 3-on-2 up the floor. Brown going downhill to the cup. That's Tatum going downhill to the cup as he absorbs the contact, and he'll shoot two. Coming up at the free throw line. That's a shooting foul. Man, Jaylen Brown was about to throw it down with authority. He got denied by Lively. Tim Hardaway Jr. just picked up the shooting foul. That's not a good sign for Dallas right now that they just had Tim Hardaway Jr.'s first couple minutes in the game. As he just checked in, picked up his first personal foul in his first minute of action. Tatum, 2 free throws. First one is good. It's been unplayable throughout this playoffs. Besides the last game, he was solid. First free throw is good by Tatum. Yeah, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese yesterday. Both of these teams, by the way, are in the bonus as well. Tatum, second free throw, right down the middle. 20-point lead for Boston. Dallas with a possession. Kyrie, top of the key, drives on the Hauser. Kyrie, jumper, mid-range, off the mark, no good. Horford snatches the defensive rebound. Celtics looking to get back to their form right now on the floor. Top of the key, Tatum. He's in the court with White, Hauser, Horford, and Brown. Tatum working one-on-one, defended by Green. Switched guarded by Luka at the top. Tatum, 1-on-1, hunts down Luka, blows right past Luka. Tatum blows the layup, though. No good off the glass. Dallas with possession. Luka drives downhill and got the layup. One step pass. Horford off the dribble drive to the cup for two. And Joe Muzzillo will burn a timeout right now. 82-64. Celtics down to 3 timeouts remaining. Dallas has 4 timeouts left, as the Celtics will burn one right now with 4:05 left to play in the third. So right now we head to the timeout, and Celtics keeping on close to their banner 18, gonna just keep on closing out the door. Just keep on shutting the door right now. Dallas actually leads the quarter 18-15, but the Celtics build up that substantial lead at halftime, just looking to see if they can close out the door. Yeah, that's a possibility that LeBron could play with KD again. So Kyrie is in his 4th NBA Finals for him of his career. Julio, welcome in. Thanks for being a part here on the channel here. If you guys are doing this stream, we got 1.1K watching right now. Smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Just legendary. The Boston Celtics looking to keep on providing tonight. 4 out of 5 starters in double figures. 20 by Tatum. He's got a double-double with 10 assists. 15 by Holiday, 15 by Brown. Drew Holiday with those 15 points are critical tonight. 11 by Derek White making 3 threes. Horford has 9. Off the bench, Hauser with 6. 3 each between Porzingis and Pritchard. And then 16 by Luka. Kyrie has got locked up tonight. Just 9 points by Kyrie. 9 missed shots in 29 minutes. He's 3 for 12 shooting. And then 10 points by Derrick Jones Jr. Josh Green's got 14 from the bench. He's the number 2 scorer behind Luka. Yeah, I think it's going to be Tatum. I think Tatum right now, unless Jaylen Brown breaks out in the 4th quarter, I think Tatum's got a chance to be NBA Finals MVP. He's got 20 for Tatum, but those 10 assists. Huge. So yeah, I think I thought it was going to be Brown, but Tatum, what he's doing with the playmaking right now, it's been incredible. 25 and 10 for points, rebounds, and assists by Tatum. Brown's got 15, 5, and 4 right now. .405 left to go in the 3rd. Celtics with a 3-party, looking to make it a tea party tonight on the Charles for Banner 18. 12 for 27 from 3-point range. Would that be fitting if the Celtics made 18 threes to win Banner 18 tonight? They're 6 threes away from doing so. 40-1 when shooting 40% plus from 3-point range in the regular season and the playoffs this season. Celtics are right now 44% from the perimeter. Back to action. Left wing to the outside. It's Brown. Brown's guarded by Tim Hardaway Jr. That's a mismatch on the floor. The pass sails to Horford. Deflected around the perimeter. Tatum picks it up, though. Tatum at the right wing. Crossover. Drives into Washington. Backs his way. Ball got poked loose out of bounds. Last touched off of Washington at Dallas. So this will be 1.9 seconds on the shot clock here for Boston. Celtics will have to get a quick shot here on the shot clock with just under 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. The inbound will be underneath their hoop. Derek White, the inbound passer. White, guarded by Luka off the inbound. White, inbound, a baseline jumper, fall away. Brown off the back rim, no good. Derek White, offensive rebound. New 14, able to chunk off some more time. Celtics out hustling Dallas in the offensive glass, 9-4. White drives up to the elbow, working on Cleaver, slides it off to Brown. Brown backs his way inside a key. Brown, runner, no good. Battle for the rebound. Huge offensive rebound by Al Horford. Missed the first one, missed the second one, and then Luka came up with a defensive rebound. Rebound secure by Dallas right now. Up the floor, Luka over to Hardaway Jr. THJ with a 3. Off the back rim, no good. Great contest by Horford. And the rebound secure by Boston. Here's a 3 taken in transition at the wing. Missed off the mark by Brown. Offensive rebound tip back to Tatum. But it's going to be called a loose ball foul charge to Boston. Over the back, picked up charge to Horford. Yeah, Al Horford actually landed in a landing spot of Tim Hardaway Jr. on the last 3. Looking at the replay right there, officials did not catch that, though, on the floor. So this will be Dallas in the bonus now. Dante Exum shooting 2 shots in the bonus at the free throw line off the Horford loose ball foul. First one is good. Wow, 141-135. Back in 1967. Wow. That's the highest NBA final score. Second free throw is no good by Exum, so he splits the free throws. It's 82-65. Tatum, he's got 20, 10 total assists. Tatum up fake, Tatum outside, Holiday into the hands to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Exum here, that's a mismatch. Tatum dribbles up, mid-block, working on Exum, shovels over to Horford outside, Hauser. 2 in the shot clock, launches a follow-away 3. Around the rim and out, Cleaver secures the defensive rebound. Up the floor here, Kleber puts the ball into the hands to Luka. 17-point game. Celtics have missed their last 8 straight threes in a row. Luka! That's an air ball. So Luka airballs a 3. It will go right back to the Celtics. Celtics looking to sustain the energy. Still going to close out the game. We still got a lot of game left to go with 2.5 left to go in the third. 14.5 minutes remaining of action here of this game. Celtics up by 17. Still too close for comfort in this game. Brown, edge of the midcourt logo. He's defended one-on-one by Exum. Switch guard by Luka. Outside, Hauser. Off fake. Drives. Runner. Hauser. Got it. It's good for 2 for Sam Hauser. 84-65. Exactly what you needed to spark off the bench. Sam Hauser's got the Celtics 8 points in 13 minutes via the bench. Corner 3. Josh Green. Green no good. Around the rim and out. Wheels falling off of Dallas. Rebound secured here for Tatum. Jaylen Brown brings it up the floor. 1:50 left to go in the third. Brown at the left elbow. Rises for the J. Deep 2. He connects on it. Jaylen Brown knocks down the deep 2. Celtics getting their scoring back in order. 4-zip run right now for Boston. 17 by Jaylen Brown. Tatum comes out with a huge rejection. He denies the slam dunk attempt by Josh Green at the rim. Tatum. Free throw circle, kick to the corner, deflected, intercepted by Luka. Luka up the floor. Luka attacks downhill. Luka blew the layup. Offensive rebound off the Kleber outside to Washington. Washington jacks up the 3 around the rim and out. A rebound secured by Tatum. Tatum will slow it down, approaching the final minute left to go before the end of the third. Brown has it here, crossing midcourt. Brown at the top of the key. Dallas just 7 for 28 from the perimeter. Boston 12 for 29. Brown dribbles, drives on Luka, kick out to the wing. Tatum steps into it open. 3 off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Drew Holiday. Over to the top here to Tatum. Drew Holiday major on the glass. Tatum drives, kick, corner, open 3. Hauser, no good. Around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Dallas. Brick fest here in the third quarter. 19-19 in the third quarter box score. Everybody's missing their threes. Dallas with the ball. Luka backs his way in. Hauser. Luka off fake. Luka in the key. Fall away. Kiss off the glass. He scores. Zeppin and off the backboard. That ends a lengthy scoring drought for the Mavs. 20 seconds left to go in the third. Boston by 19. Shot clock turned off. Looking to close out the end of the quarter right here. Jaylen Brown has it. Edge of the midcourt logo. Jaylen. Top of the key, working on the Washington. Switched guarded by Luka at the top. Towards his left around the perimeter. Jaylen. 2 in the shot clock. Jaylen crossover drives. Elevates her to J at the buzzer. Off the back rim, no good. And we close out at the end of the third quarter. 86-67. 1 more quarter remaining. If the Celtics can close it out, they will win banner number 18. What a brutal third quarter. 21-19, Dallas took the third quarter in the scoring. Nobody could put the ball in the hoop. That was a brutal, brutal third quarter. Celtics were breaking 3 after 3 after 3. That 44% number's dropped to 39% right now. 1 more quarter left to go. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let's make it the best one yet here for Boston. Starting 5, 4 out of the 5 starters in double figures. 20 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds by Jason Tatum. 17 points by Jaylen Brown, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for JB tonight. 15 points by Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday's been huge. He's got 4 offensive rebounds, 9 rebounds total for Holiday, 11 points by Derek White. 3 made threes for White tonight. Hausers made 2 threes off the bench with 8 points. Huge game on the glass tonight for the Celtics. I mean, their rebounds have been massive. 41-28. They lead the rebound numbers right now in this game. They are +7 on the offensive glass, 12-5 right now. Yeah, just going to close it out right here. The Celtics will be NBA champions. Dallas has made a little bit of a run, though. Just got to keep their foot on the gas pedal right now and finish this one off in the final 12 minutes. Feel free to keep on coming back during the offseason, hoping to cover other streams for you guys in the offseason. Some of the Caitlin Clark WNBA streams I'm hoping to cover in the offseason, same as maybe some of the Olympic Games too, if they're around during the time that I can cover the games. Summer League if I'm around. Some of the football NFL games from time to time for special live streams. Might cover a soccer game here or there for special live streams. And then we'll be back into the actual season once October starts once again. Comes up very, very soon for the season. Very little stretch for off-season that they have in NBA. Yup, Sam Hauser, absolutely money. Making 2 threes tonight for him. Good bench production out of him tonight. 8 points by him off the bench, 3 each. That Pritchard 3 was huge at halftime. Celtics just 2 for 10 during the third quarter from 3-point range. They got to get back in order here to start off the fourth. They had the look, spacing out the floor properly. It's just weren't able to knock down their shots from 3. We get back to action. Holiday, Tatum, White, and Horford, the 5 on the floor. And also Porzingis, that's the 5th on the floor to begin the fourth quarter of action. Derek White at the left wing, slides it off to his right. Horford, touch pass, right corner. Porzingis pops up for the 3, came up short. And the rebound control by Kyrie. Kyrie, Luka, Derek Lively, P.J. Washington, Derek Jones Jr. looking to see if they can start to play with a sense of urgency. Luka at the low block. Luka, follow away off the mark, no good. Lively missed the slam dunk, went up, and no call by the referees as he missed it off the back rim. Great defense by Boston. The Celtics come up with a rebound. Boston with a possession. Derek White around the perimeter. Porzingis got banged into and fouled by Lively. So Lively picks up the personal foul. Derek White, he got a piece of that basketball. He rejected the Derek Lively putback dunk. That was all Derek White right there, blocking Derek Lively. You know, the insane story about Derek White is that he did not have any offers coming out of high school. That he was about to commit to NAIA Johnson & Wales out of Colorado coming out of high school for Derek White. What a story. Like, I'm not too far away from Johnson & Wales, Division III in Providence, out of the Great Northeast Athletic Conference. I believe there's 3 Johnson & Waleses. Johnson & Wales, Providence, Rhode Island, Johnson & Wales, North Carolina. There's a Johnson & Wales, Colorado. He was about to go to Johnson & Wales, Colorado, which does not play in the NCAA, which plays in NAIA for culinary school. And then at the last moment, Colorado Springs University at the Division II level picked him up, and he got his first collegiate offer from Colorado Springs to play college hoops at the D2 level. That's where he got his start before he transitioned over to Colorado. Just, man, what a story for Derek White. Just back in high school, just scouts completely missed him, for sure. And he is under 11 minutes away from being an NBA champion for the first time in his career. Porzingis, bounce pass, Brown, dish out to the right corner, Holiday up fake, sidestep to his left with a 3. That's off the mark, no good. White, battle for the basketball here as we get a scrum for Tatum on the hardwood with it as we get a tie up here to the floor. And Jones is down and Jones is hurt for Dallas. And Derrick Jones Jr. is down on the floor right now, rolling around, and he's in quite a bit of pain. So he was in the middle of that scrum for the loose ball as Tatum got tied up with it. Washington, Tatum, Jones. Oh, that's going to hurt. Tatum was falling back while Jones had his ankle pinned underneath Tatum, and Tatum was trying to fall back for the basketball. And Jones's ankle got pinned underneath the back of Tatum, so that's really going to hurt. Jones is going to stay in the game right now for Dallas. So he's limping currently, but he will stay in the game. Yeah, this was not a good game for Dallas. This is the complete reversal from the last game. Jones dribbles up inside the key, working on Porzingis, altered by Porzingis. No good. That's a tough shot. Jones goes down. He's limping back on the floor. Celtics with numbers. At the right corner, baseline dribble, Brown. Dribbles up to the top of the key here. Brown working on Luka, one-on-one. Jaylen Brown. Hand off Tatum. Tatum off a step back, and we have an offensive foul picked up, charge to Boston. Roy with a dono. Thanks so much for the dono by Roy. Really appreciate it for the dono. Let's get that dono hype on the channel for Roy in the stream. You guys, the legends here on the channel. Under 10 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Celtics looking to close it out. Nobody has scored in this fourth quarter. Just an elite level defense by Boston tonight in this game, allowing Dallas to shoot 42% from the floor. Boston plus 14 in the glass, 44-30. Luka underneath. Luka swings it out left corner. Green, touch pass. Washington, the 3, off the mark, no good. Tipped by Luka. Battle for the rebound, out of bounds. Last touched off a Holiday. Yeah, so I was at home, pretty sure in the same room 16 years ago. I was 12 years old at the time. I probably had baseball practice for my all-star team for Town League during that day. The ball went into the backcourt. Dallas able to pick it up. Kyrie, follow a 3. That is well off the mark. A rough game by Kyrie here tonight. He's averaging just 14 points per game in Boston in the NBA Finals tonight. Kyrie is just bricking shot after shot after shot. 9 points. 3 for 13 in 34 minutes by Kyrie. Brown drives, attacks, dump off, down low, over to Porzingis, and he throws it down with a two-handed flush. Oh, the big fella with a rack attack, taking a timeout for Jason Kidd for Dallas. Kristaps Porzingis receives it from Brown, cuts baseline, and throws it down. Everybody making plays tonight for the Celtics here. The elite level playmaking leading to high quality looks at the rim all throughout the course of this game. This game looking like it's over. Banner 18 coming to Boston real soon as we're 9:08 left to go from having Banner 18 coming to Beantown. Jaylen Brown at 17, 6 and 6. Making his case for NBA Finals MVP. It's very close between Tatum and Brown. Very, very close. Tatum has got 20.7 rebounds, 10 assists. And Tatum's been huge in the playmaking department tonight. I think it all depends on who comes out here in the final 9:08 of this game for the exclamation point. Because they're neck and neck for NBA Finals MVP. You can make the case for both of them. So based on the votes distributed, Jaylen Brown beat Jason Tatum in the Eastern Conference Finals MVP 5-4 in the votes. So that was a voting there. They had a panel of 9 voters who's on site to vote for the MVP, and during the Eastern Conference Finals, Jaylen Brown won the NBA Finals MVP in a 5-4 vote over Tatum. This is looking like it could come down to a 5-4 vote tonight. Here, both of them very well deserving. Also, throwing in my 2 cents as well for Jrue Holiday as a long shot. Jrue Holiday, 15 points, 11 rebounds, the top rebounder. He's got 4 offensive rebounds tonight for Jrue Holiday. So he is the number 2 scorer behind Tatum and Brown. Jrue Holiday had that massive game too for Boston. Michael, thanks so much for the dono. Really appreciate for the dono from Michael. You guys, the legends here on the stream. Incredible. Kree Jedi, welcome back in. Atraxio, welcome on board. Inching closer to the chip. The real winner, though, in the offseason is Brad Stevens. I mean, he fully deserves credit. If there's anybody who deserves it more, first one to think about is Brad Stevens, as he's the one who's in charge of making all the moves for his team to set them up for future success in the offseason, trading for Jrue Holiday 1 week before the start of the preseason on October 1st, trading for Porzingis after the finals last year was over back in late June. So those two moves right there that was able to help them out secure their championship if they can close it out. 21-point lead with 9:08 left. The big sign tonight's been plus 15 in the glass. 45-30. Yeah, we got an excessive heat watch over here. Stay safe if you're affected by the heat. We're supposed to have 3 plus 90-degree days coming up. Ray Allen in the house. Won the last chip with the Celtics back in 08. Celtics up by 21 points. Really paid off having former Celtics players in the building since the start of the season in the preseason. Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo taking visits at the facility with motivational speeches to this team to bounce back and win banner 18 this year. Luka buried the triple. 88-70, 18-point lead for the Celtics, 8:40 left to go in the fourth quarter right now. Celtics with the ball. Tatum at the top of the key, guarded by Lively. Swings it out to his left, Porzingis outside to the top. Tatum guarded by Luka, over to the wing. White with a three. White right down the middle delivers. Derek White, cha-ching, cashes in the triple. 91-70, Derek White on point tonight. His player prop was 15.5. He's up to 14 in this game currently. Luka downhill scores with the right-hand finger roll. 91-72. Celtics with the ball approaching 8 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Tatum on the outside, guarded by Lively, left wing perimeter. Tatum with 22 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds. Tatum at the low block. Tatum soars up and he scores. And one coming up in the free throw line, baby, for Jason Tatum. Oh, yeah. Absolute clinic tonight for JT doing everything. You the man, brother. You the man. 22-11-7. 2 steals. Tatum leaving it all on the line tonight here to take the chip. The free throw is good. 94-72. Tatum's got 23 right now. 8 made field goals. 11 total assists. He scored or assisted on 19 out of the 35 made shots as the basket's good for the triple by Dallas. 94-75 playing catch up here when it's a little too late by Kyrie. He's up to 12 right now. Celtics with the ball. They can feel it. Under 7.5 left to go. Tatum looking like he's going to take over here. 23 looking for more. He's hungry. Guarded by THJ, jumper over Hardaway, bounced in twice, able to get the bounce. It is good off the rim. Bang, bang. Good for 2 for Tatum. JT up to 25. And Porzingis collects the steal. Celtics with the ball. 7 minutes left to go. Whole crowd coming up on their feet here at the TD Garden. Looking for banner 18, 16 years in the making. Tatum looking to shut down the door for the exclamation point. Step back 3 in the air. Tatum off the back rim, no good. Rebound secured by Luka. Luka at midcourt into the hands to Kyrie. Kick out to the wing. Wide open 3. Josh Green off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Kyrie. Corner 3 around the rim out. Brown secures the defensive rebound. Here goes Boston. Jaylen Brown drives, attacks, going downhill, goes up, and he gets fouled. Jaylen Brown shooting 2 coming up at the free throw line as Luka looks completely gassed right now. Tim Hardaway Jr. getting burned by Jason Tatum. Nothing new right there. THJ falling back to his usual playoff self, which is unplayable in the playoffs. Nothing tonight by him on the floor. 2 shots by Jaylen Brown. Yeah, thanks so much, Joe, for coming out here, being a part of the stream, supporting these streams, brother. Absolute legendary here you guys are. The streams don't stop here. Porzingis checks out of the game. Standing ovation by everybody out in the crowd right now for Porzingis. First free throw is good by Brown. I'll be back in the offseason. Caitlin Clark, WNBA games, NBA Summer League games, Olympic basketball games, special live streams, football, baseball, soccer, other different types of sports, you name it, in the off season. So this is not my last stream for a while. I'm going to probably take a little bit off and then do some special live streams at some point. Not exactly sure when my next one will be, but probably one of those WNBA games with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Luka just buried a 3. 6 minutes left to go. Jaylen Brown looking for the knockout punch. No good. Missed the 3 off the back rim. Holiday at the corner. Tried to come up for the loose ball. Stepped out of bounds with it, though. Drew Holiday, the missing piece for the Celtics, brought in 1 week before the preseason. October 1, 2023. Thank you by the Milwaukee Bucks for trading Drew Holiday straight up for Damian Lillard a week before the preseason. Thank you to the Portland Trail Blazers for accepting Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams III in place of Drew Holiday for a trade. The rest of the NBA knew that they were doomed once the Milwaukee Bucks traded away Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard straight up in a trade 1-for-1. Missed 3 straight away by Luka. Rebound control by Brown. Celtics with the ball. 5.5 left to go in the fourth. Boston inching closer to banner 18. Tatum at the top. Horford sets the pick. Tatum guarded by Luka. 1-on-1. 8 on the shot clock. Tatum dribbles, drives, downhill, right down the lane. Tatum, and he got it. Jason Tatum keeps pouring it in, up and off the glass. That's 100 on the board right now. 100-78. The Celtics lead. Celtics come up with a rebound. Tatum on the outside, NBA Finals logo. Under 5 minutes left to go. Jason Tatum in the biggest game of his life here to close it out with 27 and 11 assists. Tatum looking for more. Tatum, kiss off the glass, he scores. Up and in off the backboard, baby. JT, officially the daddy of Luka and Kyrie. In a timeout taken to the floor by Jason Kidd and the Mavs. Banner 18 coming to Boston. Fire up the duck boats, baby. Jason Tatum, you the man, baby. You the man. Slicing a double team of Luka and Tim Hardaway Jr. Or that was actually Kleber number 42. Tim Hardaway Jr. and PJ Washington was in the mix from behind. Jason Tatum was triple teamed. And he scored it up and in off the glass. Too easy for JT. Legendary. You'll remember this night for ages. For all the Boston fans out here, you'll remember this one for ages. You'll be talking about this one to your children, your grandkids, or great-grandkids for ages. The team that was always thought of coming up short. The team that people would advocate to break up the Jays. The team that people were saying with all the critics that Jaylen Brown did not have a left hand when dribbling. Jason Tatum cracked under pressure. That team redeems themselves and is gonna win the chip here tonight. Gonna make it history-making for Banner 18. The missing piece brought in the offseason. Guess who? The league is doomed because of you. Yes, Drew Holiday. Amazing. Game winning. The missing piece for the Boston Celtics. What they needed in the offseason. Thank you to Milwaukee for trading straight up Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard to Portland. Brad Stevens, you the man for acting promptly and fast, super aggressive, sending in a trade package with a disgruntled Malcolm Brogdon, an injury-prone Robert Williams III, trading straight up for Drew Holiday. And the Celtics get the missing piece they need, and it gets Drew Holiday his second chip. And the Celtics their first chip here with his core. Wow. 16th year in the making. It's been 16 years in the making. They finally about to get over the hump. 73% winning percentage since the 2020 season for the Celtics. That's the best in the NBA right now. Everybody kept on talking about it. Down the line, every single year after the Celtics came up short. Break up the Jays. Tatum cracks under pressure. He can never win the chip. Joe Mazzulla, he's not a good head coach. Can't do much as a head coach. Guess what? Outliving all those expectations. High expectations coming into the season. Silencing all the critics. Silencing everybody. Especially ESPN and their analysts. With the majority of their analysts saying Dallas in 6, Dallas in 7 in the series. Most of the ESPN analysts throughout their analyst shows during the day, all they talked about, the Celtics haven't played anybody good. The Celtics have played against teams that are injury-riddled throughout the playoffs. They haven't been challenged. Boston's got 64 wins, but it came against easy competition in the East. The East this year about to roll the West. 102-78, 4:39 left to go. The Boston Celtics, 16 years ago to this day, won the NBA championship the last time in 2008. 16 years later, on the 17th of June in 2024, about to win banner number 18. 16 years later, 17th day of June, 18th championship. 4.5 left to go. Luka lost the basketball. Horford with a steal. Outlet pass ahead of the pack. Brown couldn't finish. Tatum offensive rebound. Tatum goes up. He gets fouled. And Luka, a little bit slow to get up right now in the backcourt here. But he's okay as he's able to get up as the court crew come on and clean up a sweaty spot. Fire up the duck boats. Ooh! Luka crossed over Jaylen Brown and he slipped on the sweat spot. That's what happened there. The turnover, Luka just slipped on the sweat spot. The court crew during the timeout did not clean the wet spot on the floor. Jaylen Brown got crossed over defending Luka at the top, and then Luka tried to go off the dribble as he shook Brown, and then he slipped up and coughed up the basketball. Both of the free throws are good. 104-78. Jason Tatum made both of the free throws. He's got 31-11 this quarter. Looking to be MVP of the NBA Finals. Luka at the top. Bounce pass over to Kleber. Over to Luka. Luka drives on Brown. Luka got it to go with a right-hand layup. We are down to 4 minutes even. Thanks all for joining in. I'll be staying on for the MVP postgame announcements. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Even though the NBA season ends tonight, I still plan on covering a lot of great streams throughout the offseason, so feel free to tune in. WNBA games, Caitlin Clark live streams, Olympic live streams, hopefully, to some of those games during July when the Olympics come up. NBA Summer League, some special live streams, NFL, maybe a couple soccer special live streams, same as baseball, thrown in the mix as well. So keep on coming out, supporting, and being a part on these streams. You guys, the legends out on the channel. Vaughn, what's good? Welcome in. 2 free throws by Jaylen Brown. First one's good. 105-80. Second free throw coming up by Jaylen Brown. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do the awful coaching dance that he did during the last stream, that he was banging on his chest, singing a tune with his shirt off. So I will not be partaking in that, as he was singing some type of tune during his last stream. That was quite funny. If you haven't followed Awful Coaching on YouTube, he's quite a character. Check out his channel. I believe he's at 100,000 subscribers as of today for Awful Coaching. He was at 99.5, I believe, earlier today for Awful Coaching. He is doing play-by-play as well right now on his channel. As Dallas just got the steal and they scored. 3:10 left to go, and Joe Mazzulla will take a timeout right now. What he did at the end of his stream is that he was shirtless, and at the end of his stream, he was bouncing up and down, chanting out some type of tune about "We can't be stopped, awful coaching for life." And he was banging on his chest. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen on YouTube, ever. What he was doing. Oh my goodness. The first time I saw the video, I was just bursting out in tears. Somebody's got it book stamped. It's at the 2-hour mark during his last live stream, the Mavs versus Celtics Game 4. He was happy that Jason Kidd finally was able to coach one hell of a game in Game 4 and win the game. And it's the funniest thing I've ever seen on YouTube. It's past the 2-hour mark at the very end of his video. Yeah, great question. Great question by Michael. I'm going to go with this one right here for this championship right here specifically because it's been 16 years in the making for Boston. This one matters the most. I'd say in Boston sports history, the 2002 Patriots. If there's a memorable game that I've ever watched for Boston sports, I would have to go as the most memorable game would have to be the tuck roll game in the snow against the Raiders that Adam Vinatieri hit the game-winning field goal back in 2002. That was the final game ever played at Gillette Stadium or at Foxborough Stadium. That was the final game they ever played at Foxborough Stadium. The tale is told is that Foxborough Stadium scoreboard got donated to some place in Nova Scotia, and they have yet to use the scoreboard to this day. From the old Foxborough Stadium that the Patriots used to play. Tatum weaving his way down the lane. He blew the layup no good. 2:50 left to go in the fourth quarter here. So in my opinion, that's the biggest game that I've ever watched. Like, the most memorable. Because I was only like 6 or 7 years old at the time. The snow game. The tuck roll game that the Patriots came back and won against the Raiders, and then they beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. Do I see the Celtics retaining all of their players? I would say no, that's going to be tough to do so. I would not be shocked if Horford retires after the end of tonight. What a way that would go out if Al Horford retires at the end of, sometime in the after the end of the season or even after the game, because he's 38 years old. I would not be shocked. But I think probably the bench is going to be different for next year. But in terms of their core, the core is going to look very well the same for Boston. What they do need, they're going to have to draft a big man. I'm thinking Zach Edey, National Player of the Year out of Purdue. That dude, just everybody doubted him, and he was back-to-back National Player of the Year at 7'5" for Zach Edey. So, or 7'4" for Zach Edey. So, he's a back first-round player that the Celtics are going to be drafting at the very bottom of the first round that I think could fit Boston with a piece in the future. That was wild. Yup. Patriots against Falcons. The Julian Edelman catch. That was unbelievable. Yeah, that goes down as in recent memory one of the top games I've ever seen. The 28-3 comeback, that was unbelievable. Yeah, that in my memory, that's the best football game I've ever seen in my life. That was wild. Yeah, I believe they're going to sign Tatum to an extension for 5 years for him. So it will all depend on how this new CBA comes along to play, because it's like a salary cap based. That's what the Phoenix Suns are running into, is that they can't pay Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant. They can't. That's why they're running into that. That's why they only have a big three, and then the bench is so poor for Phoenix, is because they're paying those guys big bucks, and the bench is very thin on that team. 106-85, 2.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Derek White on the floor. Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, Al Horford, and Jason Tatum. Brown at the rim, floats up the shot, rejected, tipped up to the perimeter. White has it. Offensive rebounds after offensive rebounds. White jacks up the three. No good, came up short. Jaylen Brown saves it. He was out of bounds though. This was a pretty rough second half for Boston. They've only scored 39 points in the second half, but man, what a first half they had. It's the reason why they're winning this game is because they got out to a red-hot start tonight and just dominated in the first half and never looked back, and Dallas has struggled as well. It's been a defensive game all throughout the course of the night. Hardy attacks the paint, and Hardy gets fouled. 2:02 left to go. Yeah, thanks for joining in, Joe. You're the legend, man, for supporting these streams. Keep on being a part of the channel. Awesome, man. Yep, the Malcolm Butler pick. That was unbelievable. Yep. Patriots Super Bowls, those two. The Falcons in the 28-3 comeback, and then the Malcolm Butler interception. Those were wild. Yeah, those were by far the best in recent memory. First free throw missed off the front rim. No good for Hardy. Yeah, we'll have Mr. Tops one last time here for a showing in the post game. So Mr. Tops, hopefully he'll stop on by for one last time tonight. Free throw number 2 is good by Dallas. I'll be hanging on this stream. I'll keep on going until we have the NBA Finals MVP announced. So once we have the NBA Finals MVP announced, I'll sign off after the conclusion of the NBA Finals MVP and the trophy presentation. Been a pleasure streaming all these games throughout the course of the year for you guys, especially the Celtics games throughout the course of the season. It's been awesome, and this was the year, man, for Banner 18. Tatum, no good, missed the 3. Luke Cornett on the floor, first time tonight. Tatum, outside it goes to Brown. Jaylen Brown, 21 points tonight. He dribbles to the edge of the midcourt logo. Minute and a half left to go. 5 of the shot clock. Brown at the left wing. Crossover. Drives on Jones. Brown, jumper deep 2. Ran out of time. It's a shot clock violation. So this will go back to Dallas with a minute 20 left to go. Here's the subs. Peyton Pritchard hit a buzzer beater 3 from midcourt. Jason Tatum knows that his team's about to win the chip as he checks out of the game. What a season for the Boston Celtics, on top of the world. It's going to be their 18th championship, baby. Surpassing the Lakers at the top of the mountain. They won in blowout fashion 16 years ago by 39 points with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. And the Celtics back in 2008 going to win in blowout fashion once again tonight. 1:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Hardy at the elbow, jumper over Cornett, got it. 18-point lead for the Celtics. In the final minute left to go for Banner 18. The empty banner about to say Boston Celtics World Champions 2024. Derek White, guarded one-on-one around the perimeter, drives, jumper, mid-range over Jones, left it short. Rebound secure by Jones here for Dallas as we're down to 40 seconds left to go. Top of the key for the Mavs. Out to the corner, and Luke Cornett picks up a reach and fall. That will stop the clock with 39 seconds. Yeah, Caitlin Clark's been really, really strong lately. Everybody kept on doubting Caitlin Clark, like all the haters and stuff like that, and still, she's the first player in WNBA history to reach 200-plus points, 75-plus assists, and 75-plus rebounds. First player, the fastest player ever to reach that feat. 39 seconds left to go, about to make history here for ring number 18 for Boston. Missed a layup, no good by Hardy for Dallas. Rebound secure for the Celtics. Celtics in 5. 67% had Celtics in 5. Sam Hauser looking for the exclamation point. Couldn't get it around the rim and out. Dallas with a rebound as the time's about to tick down off the clock. You guys the legends. You guys the MVPs out here. 16 years in the making. The Boston Celtics do it in 5 here, folks. 106-88. The final score as we got a Banner 18 in Boston. Fire up the duck boats, baby. It's over. The Celtics pick up the win. They are NBA champions for 2024. Incredible. Jason Tatum, legendary tonight in this game. 31 points, 11 assists. Left it on the line in 45 minutes. Everybody, the critics, doubting the Celtics year after year after year, saying that they were going to choke every single year. To all the doubters, to all the critics, to all the people in the media with the disrespect, they said this. All the freezing cold takes right down the line. The Jays, they just can't win together. Break up the Jays. Jason Tatum soft. Jaylen Brown can't dribble with a left hand. The Celtics play in an easy conference. They weren't battle tested. They played against teams with a bunch of injuries. They choke big leads. Joe Mazzulla, he is clueless and can't coach. They shoot way too many threes. To all the critics, guess what? The Boston Celtics, the 2024 NBA champions, banner number 18 for Boston. They do it. Despite all the criticism by the critics. Nobody likes Boston. Joel Embiid, not liking the Celtics as he was part of the analyst crew with Paul George in game number 4, went off against Boston. He's 3-12 in his career against the Celtics. What has he done in the NBA Finals? Zilch. All the disrespect against the Celtics, and the Celtics in 2024 win the chip. Oh yeah. Confetti coming down from the TD Garden. 16 years in the making. What a special night, everybody. You'll always remember where you were during this time. This team, hashtag different here. Absolutely different here. Brad Stevens, legendary. Picking up Porzingis on June 23rd in the offseason last year after they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. Jrue Holiday, the trade that just flipped the entire NBA was when Jrue Holiday got traded 1 week before the preseason from Milwaukee straight up to Portland for Damian Lillard. Portland instead, because they're a rebuilding team, traded away Jrue Holiday in exchange for Brad Stevens, who brought together a Celtics package of Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams III, 2 injury-prone players. Unfortunately, both of them dealt with injuries again at Portland this year. They got traded in a 2-on-1 for Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday, an NBA champion 3 years ago with the Bucks, world champion 3 years later with the Celtics. 15 points, 11 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds by Jrue Holiday. Jason Tatum, 31 points, 11 assists. 21 points by Jaylen Brown, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Derek White with 14, ended up making 4 threes tonight. Porzingis had 5 off the bench, 8 points by Hauser. Legendary. You guys, the legends, real MVPs in the stream. Stream's just going to keep on continuing in the offseason. I'll be back for some Caitlin Clark streams, WNBA coverage during the offseason. I'd like to get into some WNBA play-by-play streams. Also hoping to cover the Summer League in July, also the Olympics in July as well, and some special live streams for the NFL. And also probably throw in some soccer and baseball streams from time to time too for special live streams. You guys are awesome. Going to stay on here to the Finals MVP is announced. But man, every single year, all the critics kept on saying here, they were always constantly throughout the chat, Celtics keep choking games. They can't win with Mazzulla. They attempt too many threes. They can't win games. You got to break up the duo. Everybody doubted the Celtics, except for the faithful Celtics fans who came out, supported each and every single one of these streams, came on, and had a great time with me in these streams, and we kept on believing in ourselves. And you know the draft's about to happen sometime, someplace, somewhere. Happens tonight. That 16-year drought comes true for Boston. Title town for Boston, man. Legendary. Al Horford gets his ring. Patriots with 6 rings. Red Sox winning championships within the last 25 years. Reversing the curse. Just, man, it's been an incredible 25 25 years around that mark in Boston sports. Absolutely historical. It happened on 617 Day in 2024 as well. June 17th, rocking in the 617. I mean, how fitting. The Boston area code and the Celtics win a chip. Al Horford, 38 years old. First ring. Awesome. Like, wouldn't shock me if he retires with a ring. The absolute Celtic just deserves one throughout his career. A lot of people thought he was done after playing for Oklahoma City and then Philadelphia. And then, once again, the Celtics make a trade for Al Horford when he was dealing with injury with OKC and get him, and is a big, big part of the success for Boston ever since he got traded back to the Celtics. Causeway Street rocking right now. Downtown Boston absolutely rocking. Fire up those duck boats here, everybody, because it's coming to Boston. Banner 18 about to be hung in the rafters of the TD Garden. You guys, the legends in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let's go, everybody. Gonna have Mr. Tops show up in the stream. Mr. Tops, good luck charm this year to the Celtics. Kept on bringing out Mr. Tops here out on these streams during the playoffs. Made him a great part on the channel. Mr. Tops is, I think he's escaped. Gonna have to go find him right now from Mr. Tops. But Mr. Tops will be back on in a couple minutes from now. Alright, here he is. You've been a great boy, Mr. Tops. Mr. Tops with banner number 18. Here we go, buddy. Oh, yeah, Mr. Tops. Looking around and he can feel it. Focused on the TV. Great job, buddy. The lucky charm for banner number 18 this year for Boston. Oh, yeah. You were great this year, buddy. Say hello to the camera. Yep, he's doing his little wave as strong as he can do. He's doing his little wave. Yep, he's got his little claws going with his wave. Great job. They won the chip for you, buddy. Absolutely amazing. Celtics winning banner 18 to 106.88. By the way, I got the 106 correct. Somebody asked me today what I was predicting. I told him Celtics 106, Dallas 102. So I did not expect it to be this big of a blowout. But Boston, I got my 106 correct for them. So back in high school, if Benny's on the stream right now. So back in high school, I did quite a bit of beatboxing. And it was quite legendary down the hallways during school, going from class to class or so. And people really enjoyed it when I did beatboxing and did a lot of the beats back then during high school and stuff like that. So I might be able to get into that as a victory beat tonight. We might bring out a victory beat. One thing for sure I won't do is I'm not going to take off my shirt and go into a dance here and pound my chest. I saw somebody else do that on a stream. That was quite funny. But yeah, if Benny is here to stream, because he asked me about a bet here during, I think, the second game or so, about if the bet was on or so for that. I told him, yeah, if the Celtics win the chip, I'm gonna do that. And this has been an incredible year because they also won, or we also got the 25,000 subs throughout this channel as well. So if you guys haven't heard me ever beatbox before, you guys are going to get it right now. I'm going to see if I can set up a beat right here. So Boston Celtics victory beats. And you the legend for Bradley gifting out memberships here. Thanks so much for Bradley gifting out memberships. I saw that a couple of times. Let's get that member hype out here for Bradley out on the stream. Thanks so much, man. You the legend. And I'll get in for my next stream all the members too. I think I see one in green right now. But here we go. There you go. Haven't done that in a while. But classic. So there's quite a beat that I just laid down there. Celtics victory beat for you guys. And yeah, I've done a lot of stuff throughout my musical career. My main instrument was actually playing drums. Used to do that during classes back in high school. Kids used to ask me in the lunchroom and stuff about doing beats for them and setting them up with some good beats to a flow and go to class. So that was pretty cool. Haven't done that in probably a decade since I graduated high school a decade ago. But we're going to see as they get their Celtics championship gear. NBA Finals MVP. Sometime when I have my drums set up. Right now it's past 11 o'clock at night, so I can't. Maybe sometime I'll break out my drum. Sometime. Gonna be a lot of freezing cold takes with all the people who predicted the Mavs in this series, and there were a lot of them. Yeah, Joe, you the legend, man. Keeping on coming back for these streams. Just incredible. Youngest head coach, by the way, for Joe Mazzulla to win the championship since Bill Russell did in 1969. Celtics great Bill Russell. Joe Mazzulla right now giving a speech to the whole crowd at the TD Garden. Celtics in 5. Just an incredible way to close it out tonight. At home, in Boston, at the TD Garden. 16 years ago to the day. Yeah, heck of a ride indeed. We are very close to 27K on the channel. And I'll be back in the off season, so if you guys enjoy, to feel free to keep on coming out supporting these streams in the off season. I'm hoping to cover some WNBA Caitlin Clark streams in the off season. Hoping to do some of the Olympic games if my schedule allows me to do so. It might be random times. That's the only thing. Determining on when the games are aired live, because I'm in the U.S., whereas it's taking place in Paris, so there's a time difference there. I think it might be like a 7 or 9 hour time difference or so around that mark compared to Paris. Big shout out to those in the Philippines who came on supporting these streams throughout the course of the playoffs. We have incredible growth throughout the Philippines, which is awesome. So we got Kree Jedi as one of the members, and a big shout out here to Bradley for gifting the memberships. Got a lot of memberships here growing in the playoffs. Just been awesome. I'll be off the first week of July, so I'm planning not to stream during the first week of July, around the 4th of July or so. I'm actually going away during that time. Got a couple trips during the summer, and that's one of them. Wow. Jaylen Brown, he wins MVP. He was consistent throughout this series, so I thought Tatum could have a real good shot based on how Tatum played tonight for Tatum. Though there's a tale of the stat said that no NBA Finals MVP has shot the ball under 40% from the floor. I'll see if Jason Tatum's numbers are plugged in right now for his numbers throughout the course of this series for him. And that will continue. So no NBA Finals MVP has shot the ball under 40% from the floor. Got it. Yeah, Jason Tatum finishes up shooting 38.8% in this entire NBA Finals. So he actually does not get NBA Finals MVP, but Tatum gets his chip. And that's exactly what he's here for Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown was more consistent throughout the series, especially the first two games. A lot of people might have missed the first two games. Jaylen Brown, he was the go-to in this series. Started off strong for JB. So well-deserved for Jaylen Brown. That's tough for Tatum right there. It goes down to, I think it goes down to 9 votes by the media. With a panel of 9 judges who are there for every single finals game on site, and they make the decision because Jaylen Brown won the voting 5-4 for Eastern Conference Finals over MVP. And yeah, Jaylen Brown was super consistent. So here were his numbers. He shot the ball 44% from the floor of the series, averaged 20.8 points per game on 44% shooting, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Tatum averaged more points per game, 22.2, but it was on less efficiency, 38.8% for Tatum. More rebounds, more assists, 7.8 rebounds per game, 7.2 assists per game, but it was on fewer assistant efficiency. So, yeah, it was definitely the first 2 games for Jaylen Brown. There was more consistency there. Brown set the tone in the series. He had 22 points and then 21 points. Those were the first 2 games by Brown, 22 and 21. Tatum's first 2 games, 16 and 18. In scoring. Game number 3, Brown went off. He had 30. Tatum went off as well. He had 31. Game 4, which was the loss, Brown had 10. Tatum had 15. And then tonight, Brown had 21. And Tatum had 31. But, yeah, Jaylen Brown, he set the tone for this series. He was the go-to. He set the tone. And also, Drew Holiday had one heck of a series, especially that Game 2 where he went off. Just what a team this year, man. Just right down the lineup. Man, Al Horford finally getting his ring. Porzingis wins the championship. After a lot of critics were saying that Porzingis hasn't played any meaningful playoff basketball games in his career, that Boston was going to fold with a big man like Porzingis because he hadn't played these types of games in his career in the playoffs. A lot of people said that Tatum was soft, didn't have what it would take to get himself a ring. A lot of people said that Al Horford was too old at age 38, that if Porzingis went down, which he did, would have to step up in the minutes column, but he was too old. A lot of people said Jaylen Brown just didn't have a left hand, constantly a turnover issue. Just proved the critics completely wrong. A lot of people went after Sam Hauser for poor defense, was only a 3-point specialist, but couldn't lock down players in the playoffs. He was huge in this series off the bench. He struggled in the Indiana series, but he really came back and found his shot here this finals for Sam Hauser. He made 2 threes tonight with 8 points. A lot of people wrote off Derek White coming out of high school. He wasn't even picked up by any Division I colleges coming out of high school. He almost went to NAIA school, not even an NCAA level program. Johnson of Wales in Colorado for Derek White. He was not recruited by anybody until Division II Colorado Springs University picked him up. That's where he started off his college career, was at Colorado Springs before he transferred over to the Colorado University Buffaloes for Derek White. Just, man, what a story. You don't see too many players winning championships throughout the history of the NBA that at first did not play Division I college basketball. Never mind Division I powerhouse college basketball. It's very rare to find players that played at Division I mid-major basketball, and then after that's very, very rare. It's a needle in the haystack to find a player which started off his college career like Derek White at the Division II level, had to work his way up to finally transfer over to a D1 school. That at first he was almost set to play for a culinary school in his home state in Colorado that was not an NCAA affiliated program that played under the classifications of NAIA for college sports. I mean, what a story. Man. Just absolutely incredible. Always remember this team. 2024 Boston Celtics. How about this? I'm looking at the likes right now. This is interesting here. So Boston wins the championship on 6/17, June 17th, which is today. That's also the Boston area code is 617. The likes right now at the moment when I'm talking is at 508. That's crazy. It's at 508 right now for the likes. That's crazy. The reason why it's like that is because that's actually my area code. South Coast, South Shore of Massachusetts, Norfolk County, Bristol County, Barnstable County, Cape Cod, Plymouth County. That's 508 for the area code in southern Massachusetts. That's crazy. Just about when I talked about it right there. But yeah, feel free, if you haven't done so, feel free to smash it up right now and hit that like. It will break that 508 mark, but I just thought of that when I just saw that. That is unbelievable on a 617 day. Incredible. Man, what a season. Closes out today for the NBA. Feel free to keep on updated here and be a part of future live streams in the offseason. Even though tonight's the final NBA game, I still plan on going live in the offseason, covering some WNBA games with Caitlin Clark. Also hoping to do some of the Olympics streams if they are on times that I'm around. And then also Summer League 2, which takes place later in July for the Summer League. So probably within the next couple of days, I'll put out something in the community tab on like a schedule that I'm hope to cover a couple of games or so. I'm gonna take the next few days off. I gotta get caught up on some of this stuff. Yeah, big off season for me. What I have planned in the off season, I want to get a lot of my in-person sports broadcasting demos. Hopefully, send those out. And one of the schools that I'm working with, I'm going to be working with them a lot throughout this season because I'm writing up a lot of the sports articles. Start up in the fall, so that's going to be pretty cool for them. So I'm going to be taking on like a big role with one of those teams that I do like in-person announcing, is that they're going to have me do a lot of the post-game write-up articles too, which will be pretty cool. But yeah, feel free to ring the notification bell so you do get notified when I do go live for my next stream. Most likely probably a WNBA game for Caitlin Clark. Not sure just yet when it will be, but I'll probably post in the community tab next couple of days. Keep you guys posted. Got quite a busy schedule coming up next few days for me. I'm actually going up to New Hampshire, going up to the NASCAR race in New Hampshire on Sunday. I was like, yeah, thank goodness the Celtics win tonight, because if there was a Game 7, I would not be sure if I would be able to cover that Game 7 if there was a Game 7, because I'm at the NASCAR race in New Hampshire. I bought tickets all the way back in October. So luckily tonight, Boston, they did it in 5. And what a year. Just a pleasure calling this team this year. And just things look different. From the different here for the hashtag, allowing the former Celtics teams to go into their facility to give the players pep talks during practices, like Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo, inviting some of the former Celtics in the facility, and just all this hard work, and it finally is able to put together a trophy right out in front and win Banner 18. Just incredible tonight in Boston, the Causeway Street, entire state of Massachusetts, entire just region of New England. I mean, we've waited 16 years for this in the making right now. And this team loved to space the floor, shoot threes, and make their threes. And just, they were rocking this year from the perimeter. Just awesome. Absolutely awesome year. Boston Celtics win the chip. You guys, the Legends MVPs on the channel out here. What a season for NBA basketball. It comes to a close tonight. And this one is the Celtics wrap it up. 106-88, the final score. It's been 16 years in the making, everybody. Before you sign off, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Really appreciate you guys, each and every single one of you, for coming out, being a part here in the stream, supporting. It's been awesome throughout the season. Looking to continue that in the off season. And looking forward to next Celtics year. What a season for Boston. A chance to see if they can make a run for it, make it 2 in a row for next year for the Celtics. And man, Brad Stevens, the man that put together the team, took over for Danny Ainge, and just awesome. Like, one heck of a job for the executive of the year for Brad Stevens. We're going to wrap up here. We're going to close out to the channel members. Wow, what a season for NBA. As we wrap up right now to the channel members, here we go, getting shout-outs. Jason, the absolute legend, coming out here for the last 4+ years on the channel. Found my stream when I covered that big Kentucky versus Louisville stream back in 2020, the absolute, or 2019, 5+ years now for Jason on the channel. Ward out here in the stream, got this one right now for Ward, absolute legend, supporting these Celtic streams, and they finally come through for this one. Rajip, I am Ghost, Dennis on the channel, David, Asia, Paul, Creed Jedi, gifted the membership tonight by Bradley, the absolute legend on the stream here. Thanks so much for gifting Creed Jedi a channel membership, first time on the channel membership for Creed Jedi. Russell, John, Mark, Kelly, Jeffrey, legendary from Jamestown. From my man Jeffrey out here at the channel. My man Vegas. Been all these years in the making from my man Vegas out here. Ever since he joined my first ever stream. I remember that one, the Patriots preseason stream. Back in, I think it was 2019. Patriots against the Lions. That was actually my Final Yard football channel, which I haven't streamed in years over for because I focused on this channel, but then I brought him right over to the basketball channel, and Friar Fan Almighty, it's been history ever since. What a season for Boston. Barco, Oink Oink, Michael, legendary with a check mark here, loving the play-by-play from my man Michael. Katie, the legend Bradley from the L1C4, absolute legend here. Appreciate brother for gifting the membership, man. Just what a season for you guys coming out, supporting, being a part. My man Daniel, one of the first to come on and be a part of these streams here. I always see him like one of the first on the channel. Ian here, he's been joined in since like 2020. I actually saw that he started up his own channel and said that he found me, and I've been like an inspiration to him for my man Ian out there. Derek, big fan over in Texas, that has come out, supported these streams. Sister Surround, legendary on the channel. Whenever Sister Surround drops by. My man Mario, haven't seen him in a while actually from Mario. Hopefully everything's okay for him, but he was always talking about what he was eating, what his wife was cooking for dinner and stuff, all the way from South Dakota. Greedo, Tristan. Tristan joins in for a lot of the good college hoop streams. Chuck Nola, a lot of good college hoop streams that he has tuned in from before. I haven't seen SG Sports Talk in a while, but I remember he was back in the Christmas Day stream when I covered the Celtics on Christmas Day and joined the membership on Christmas Day. Big shout out to Ice Ice Baby, as Ice Ice Baby been a legendary coming out supporting these streams, and gave a couple big dono hypes here during the playoffs. One of them was specifically for the new laptop that I recently purchased around a week ago or so. So a big shout out for Ice Ice Baby from Pittsburgh, PA. Robin, big Miami Hurricanes fan that comes out, supports these streams. Melinda, Jack City, huge Knick fan that has been coming out and supporting throughout the playoffs. Shalimar, who has been new throughout these playoffs, same as Iceberg Slim and Matthew Tarico. M Stone kept on coming back in. Really appreciate legend for you guys being a part here on the channel. Miles, Davis, and We Are Living in a Great Depression. Those are all the channel members here as we wrap up this one. Thanks so much all for joining in. What a season here for the Boston Celtics. A banner hanging up in the rafters. Going to be a new one in the TD Garden. It is number 18. 16 years to the day on June the 17th. They hang up number 18. Thanks all for joining in, everybody. Feel free to keep on coming back, supporting in the offseason here for more live streams in the offseason. And we did it. Boston Celtics 2024 NBA champions. Thanks so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your week. It's going to be one heck of a week. And enjoy the rest of your month. Going to be awesome throughout. These guys finally were able to get over the hump and win a championship together. An incredible sight to see. JT, JB, you the man. Raising up deuce in the air for Jason Tatum. Confetti came flying down. Those are the sounds of the game. Jason Tatum holding up the trophy. NBA Finals Championship 2024 for the Boston Celtics. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the night. The Boston Celtics make our dreams come true, and they win it all in 2024. You guys, the legends here. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much, everybody. The Celtics win banner 18.